I think that's a fun thing to do, like especially if you're in the cool club, you know, like we are. We're like,
are we the cool club?
yeah, of
Are we the cool
course,
club?
of course. We are the coolest cat club ever.
Oh my gosh! You know what? You're right.
Yes.
Oh, look, MJ brings up a good point. 40K subs for Christmas.
Yes.
We love that.
Yes, we stand that for days. For
Heck yeah.
For
Heck yeah.
wait. Do we technically stand that for the whole year?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Is there any reason not to?
Nope.
Okay. So then yes. You know what? We're gonna take this into the new year, and by next year, we're gonna have well over 80K subs. Am I right?
Yo, let's go!
Hey! We're gonna go for it.
Let's go for it. Let's go!
Hey! We all know, since we're here, we know how good this story is. It's just a matter of telling everyone else, hey, look, this story, good stuff.
Read it. You won't regret it.
Oh, it's actually so good though. And like we already were talking about it, but like even just the first chapter is just so amazingly good. And it only gets better with the second chapter. Which it's been about 10 minutes, so I guess we should probably go ahead and kind of ease into it.
I find that people don't give enough credit for the beginning, like it deserves, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're in the bias of like, oh, this is a fanfic. They don't see how actual nice this beginning is. They're just so tunnel vision in there. Like they don't see anywhere else. They just look at the appearances.
I think the problem is that even if you're a new reader and you see all of the character names and stuff, if you know Miraculous and you see all of the top comments and stuff calling them by the Miraculous characters, you're gonna be like, oh, this is Miraculous, like fan comic thing, even though it's completely original. And that's why it's like, especially because I noticed this a lot, because as I was rereading everything, I also looked at the top comments, obviously. And they're all, it's so funny, a lot of them in this particular chapter are like, Chloe, no, don't do that! And like, or ones that are like, wow, Luca's so hot! And I'm just like, no. We appreciate that, Ghost, because like honestly, we want people to recognize that this is its own original work. It's not a fanfic. We cannot stress this enough. It's not a fanfic. It's not a doujinshi. It's its own original piece.
Exactly.
And yeah, it might have some similarities to ML, I guess. But if you like,
if really squint, though,
if you really look at it, you'll notice they actually have so little in common.
Exactly. Like the Stretch being like, "Oh my god, it's exactly like MLB." That's like stretching like string cheese over here.
I really just want to sit there and be like, if this is an ML fan comic, then who's Bailey? Yeah, who's Antonio, huh?
Oh no! They have answers for that. Apparently, they're always like, "Oh, Bailey totally must be Lila," and what?
Oh my no! Wait, people said Bailey was Kagami?
Uh huh. Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
She's nothing like Kagami.
Exactly.
What the heck? That's so funny. I wanna know who who's Chief Costa, who's all the if this is an ML fanfic Hawkmoth. Oh my god.
Well, to be honest,
That doesn't even make sense. Costa's not even Hunter's dad.
But one thing though is once you actually get to Chief Costa, that's when some of the references lean to more superheroes ones. Like, oh, shoot, even Neville said this about Chief Costa. Who was it? Who's that? Nick Fury! That's his name!
Nick Fury.
I was going to describe him, I'm like, the guy with the eye patch.
The guy with the eye patch. Yeah. No. But you see, even that makes more sense than Hawkmoth.
Yeah, I
even that makes more sense than, oh yes, this is Hawkmoth, 100%, and it's like, no, it's not. No, just no.
Oh, totally. I've seen it all. That's why I like these chats. Early episodes get appreciated for what they are. Yes.
Yes. And I will say, it's really amazing to also look at these early chapters and look really see them and be like, oh my gosh, the artwork has just exploded into perfection.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm sorry. We're gonna bring this up every chapter because I like reading these old chapters. I'm like, this is already so good, but knowing what comes later, it's just like, oh my.
Knowing the quality that is up ahead, it's just madness.
It's so amazing. It's also funny reading these back because I never read them. I remembered them in their original form, and so now going back and rereading them and seeing all of the edits that MJ had to make it appropriate for webtoons just makes me like, oh, that's wow, okay. Clothing now. I see.
Right now, I actually have the chapter on Tapas open right now because I want to see the.
It's so different. They're just okay. It's especially funny at the end of this chapter, which obviously we'll get there. But there's the instance where Caroline is at Robin's door, and Sutton's struggling to put his pants on top of pants that he's already wearing.
On top of his boxers.
It's probably underwear. I totally get it.
Yeah, and
I totally get that. It's probably underwear, but I'm like, oh, that just it's not the same.
Yeah, I think it was boxers or underwear, but
probably.
She completely had to censor Robin and Sutton's romantic moment, and it wasn't even there was no boobage. There was it wasn't
explicit.
No,
you literally couldn't even see anything.
Exactly, it was already censored in a way, it wasn't full on nudity. And
let me just say, no one would be getting off to something like that. You can't see anything.
Yeah,
I would be more surprised if somehow you could.
It was only the beautiful, subtle things that, that's what also makes things sexy, I find. Now this is getting into embarrassing talk, but okay, whatever. But it just it wasn't bad at all. Literally, she covered herself with a freaking robe.
Yeah, she was already covering herself with a robe for. So I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing's kind of
webtoon ruined Sutton and Robin's special moment.
Yeah.
Again, the most stable relationship on the island. hand off.
I mean, that's true. It is true.
It is. Literally, everyone got hurt on that island except these two. Like they were
even
like
then, there's like sadness for their friends.
like they were hurt because their friends were hurt, of course, because one's the best friend of Hunter and one's the best friend of Caroline, so of course that would happen. But like together as a couple, like they were the only one who had like a smidge of happiness and stableness. Yeah.
I think they all had fun last chapter, but there was suspicions that were already brewing.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I will say also, reading back over this chapter, it's amazing to rediscover just how soon it had been after Hunter had become the Alley Cat.
Yeah. You don't actually realize the poor guy. This was like literally...
Well, like, it really sinks in, you know?
Yeah. Think about getting into such a new role like this.
Yes.
Of being a protector, but also wanting to protect your girlfriend. But
then, just get by with her.
And then, with the cat senses and whatnot, like, that's a big player in that means. That means he will be way more sensitive to them. Like, probably now, 4 years later, he's not as affected. Maybe, potentially. We haven't seen them come back yet.
What's interesting to me is also just the idea that if he doesn't transform for a certain period of time, that all of this weird stuff does start happening.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
So I'm like, why is that a thing? It's interesting to think about. Mm-hmm. Is it because it's a project that was in development?
Again,
like maybe
maybe
it's the first of its kind, perhaps. Nothing is by accident. Trust me, we know.
Yeah, we had a feeling. It's just the mystery behind the powers themselves. Like, I can't wait to know more about it. Like,
I think there was some part that was like, it was either in Karen, the chapter where Karen was introduced, or sometime with Fallon talking to Milo, where they were saying like that they were developing this technology. So it could.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So it could be that it was unfinished, and that's why there's side effects.
I think that's the time they actually talking about the masks. And then that's when the drug comes into play as well, because that was a prototype. So if you have two prototypes together in one sad boy, that's a lot of unstable.
That's the thing. We're not entirely sure what all is up. We're just speculating, which speculating is so much fun.
It is,
Yeah, it's also especially fun when you place bets on a thumbnail image.
That was so funny. I enjoyed seeing that conversation.
Nah, I was like going hardcore. I was like, I am so sure. Let me pull up all of my evidence.
With the suit and everything and the buttons. Like you
guys
were going at it.
I don't know. See, my thing as well, though, is that I wasn't sure if it was like a younger Bailey or if it was an older Bailey. And I was like, let me look at the earrings and all of that stuff and see. It's like if there's less piercings, maybe it's her when she's younger. It looked like the same amount of piercings, but it's such a small little image. It's kind of hard to tell a little bit.
Sometimes I low-key forget Bailey has a nose ring, and then I see this little stud in her nose, and I'm like, oh yeah, she has a little nose stud. It's so cute.
I'm also waiting for the day when we get to see Bailey with her hair down, like in my gorgeous picture from MJ's Etsy store. By the way, check that out if you haven't. Because I have my beautiful image of the 4 girls, the girls, and Bailey's hair is down in that picture, and I'm like,
girlies, love them.
And I'm like, I want to see Bailey with her hair down more often.
Well, you know, maybe that'll happen in the future.
Maybe. It's interesting to me. You know, thinking about just hairstyles and what they can tell you.
Yeah.
Which is great. I think I've talked about this before at some point, like regarding Caroline putting her hair up into a ponytail, which I think
do talk about it
if I remember correctly, I got like partial credit for the analysis that I did on that.
I'm trying to remember. Do talk about that again, because I do agree that hairstylists can really tell you about a person and their personality.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, right? Because she had just finished up with like a tennis session, and they were going to get the coffee. Her and Robin. This was the Tutti Frutti Blitz incident.
Yeah. The Tutti Frutti Blitz incident.
The Tutti Frutti blitz out of there after she saw him.
Exactly. Well, they're both getting, you know, their quote unquote
their baby drinks. Which, like, the thing is that her hair was down, and then, like, as soon as she was out of range, she just slaps her hair up into a ponytail again. If I remember, it's interesting as well. We're jumping back and forth a bit in the later chapters, not relevant to what we're actually going to be talking about today, and we're almost 30 minutes in, so it looks like we're going right on schedule, as per usual. But
time you know, on Alley Cat discussion time.
But you know, she also had her hair up in a ponytail when she was doing the interview with Robin.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's interesting, you know. It's just interesting to know that's a thing that keeps seeming to happen whenever stuff involves Hunter. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because rarely she ever puts her hair in a ponytail, in pigtails anymore.
Has she? I don't even think she has put her hair in pigtails since that incident. Has she? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think she's always put it in a ponytail now.
Is it either a ponytail or it's down?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Like, I know when she was playing tennis.
Tennis and pigtails.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The purple chapter.
See, I knew I was missing something, and I'm trying to remember. I'm like, no, she did pigtails some other time, because it was way longer. It wasn't, like, before the time skipped. And, like, I remember the art, but I was trying to remember. And, okay, yes, it was when she was playing the tennis. That was the cameo of Tenny the tennis ball. And that's a canon name.
Tenny the tennis ball. You mean that tennis ball that had the little smiley face on it?
Yep. That exact one.
I didn't know he had a name. Yeah, I should have guessed.
No, that's thanks to one of the commenters on the that chapter. It was just so cute because they were literally like, yo, can we all talk about Tenny the tennis ball? And I'm just like, oh my god, that is the cutest comment ever. And I sent it to her, and she was laughing. And I'm just like, okay, Tenny the tennis ball is officially its name. I actually even put it in the draw this in your style challenge too. I put him literally on the bed. He's not as noticeable as Caroline, but I put him there.
Oh, that's cute. You know what's interesting? This will probably be the last thing that we like really talk about before we just go ahead and do the regular chapter analysis like usual. That in this chapter, the tennis chapter, where she does have her pigtails, there's two things you could say about this, because we know that Hunter kind of like encouraged Caroline into playing tennis.
Yeah.
So to say. So like it could be because of that. Or it could be a thing because this is a chapter in which Robin's like, hey, remember Nate? He had a glove. And
boy.
Like we know that Nate was the one, which this is perfect segue. This is a perfect segue into the chapter today. Nate is the person that she had the misunderstanding with when Hunter saw them on the beach, which we'll talk about shortly. So maybe different hairstyles correspond to different people? Question mark.
That would make sense.
No, it would. I think I might be thinking too much about it. Because obviously in the newest chapter where they're actually together, we see Caroline with a low ponytail talking to Nate.
Yeah. But look, wait. Say that again. A low ponytail. It's more docile and almost innocent looking, while a high ponytail tends to make her look more independent, more in charge, more like... it's the way that you put the ponytail. If she puts ribbons again in her hair, or puts them in a low ponytail...
She does wear a ribbon when she's talking to Nate in the newer chapter.
Yes!
This might be something worth investigating if she happens to have her hair up every time she's talking to / about one of her potential romantic endeavors.
Yeah, because if you think about kind of like, I don't know if there's an official like language of hair, but you know how some hairstyles are more cute, some are more authoritative. Like, if you want to look more professional, you put your hair in a bun, right? Or if it's short, you do things to it.
There is a lot of things that people can say. Like, for instance, there's a popular one about circles, like squares / rectangles, and then triangles.
Oh yeah, like, shape theory. Yes.
Yeah. So like you've got your circles that are cute. They represent cute and like soft and like all that good jazz. And then you've got something that I noticed is that Robin is kind of like, her hair is kind of like a bit boxy in a way. And she's a sturdy, reliable character.
Exactly. And she's very mature. She always has things under control. And she's there to be Caroline's moral support and emotional support.
Yeah.
See, you weren't getting it. Yeah. There's hair meaning, people! Shapes
are important. Okay, exactly. And with that, we're at 30 minutes in, and we still haven't even started talking about the chapter. So I guess
she's laughing. She's laughing because we're analyzing.
We're like hair. Over here, and she's like, "These idiots are looking too far into the."
That's the meaning of our existence in this.
That's. I mean, as we've established, that's kind of our whole thing: is reading way too much into everything.
This is exactly what these discussion meetings are for. So
okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry, Rico. We stalled as much as we could, but it's been 30 minutes and we need to start.
Okay. We'll get her to like voice Orion after. Oh wait, no. No, she doesn't appear in these chapters. I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. This chapter also has the first appearance of Orion. Their little precious baby.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh my god. Okay, I was right.
Like the first like really official appearance of Orion, in the story,
Yeah. So when she comes, we can like have her voice Orion, since that's one of her favorite characters.
Orion kind of pops up later in this chapter anyway, so like
end, right?
Yeah, kind of closer to the end. We got to get through all the drama first.
Yeah.
Oh, and boy, is there drama. Okay.
Okay. Seashells.
Okay,
Let's go see what Nick is doing.
We're starting on episode 5, which, as we covered last time, is kind of like a split chapter. So it starts out yellow, and then about I don't know if I want to say half, maybe more like
5 or 6.
Maybe like a third, half or like a third or so of the chapter is yellow, and then it goes into blue.
Oh, episode 6, you mean?
Oh no, episode 5 called Ploy. The yellow bit ends with Fallon having recently written the conspiratorial notes.
Oh, so chapter 5, eavesdroppers.
No! It starts on episode 5, Ploy. Is it different on Tapas?
Yeah. On Tapas episode. Let's see. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me screenshot it just to show you.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm looking at it.
The actual titles. Because I'm on the webtoons, and it's episode 5, which is titled Ploy. Okay, let's see here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Ploy episode instead.
Okay, cool.
Because it's weird because it's listed as episode 6, but it's also listed as episode 5.
Huh. Oh, wait. I think that's because technically it's like the overall 6th one because of the cover art and intro.
Yeah. I think
Okay. We've resolved the issue.
We have solved the puzzle.
Okay, everything is good. We're on the... Hi, Elsa! Welcome to the discussion. We've literally just started.
Yep.
We just started.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
So we're on episode 5 titled Ploy.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case there's any confusion, it's technically the 6th overall episode, but it's the 5th official episode. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense because the cover art and whatnot is technically episode 1, even though it's just like not even a prologue.
Yes.
But yes.
So we finished off last time with Fallon fixing herself up in the mirror. And now we have this transition into the nighttime. Oh, the nighttime escapades that will happen.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember.
Just saying, the moon in this shot is so... Just the sky in general is so pretty.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Tapas version, and I'm just like, man...
You're lucky. Tapas has the uncensored version.
Exactly. Webtoon did Sutton and Robin's romantic moment dirty.
I'm so dirty. I'm sorry, but it's let's be real. Robin is beautiful, no matter what she is or is not wearing.
100%.
They're in bed having this tender moment, and they've got this crop top and pants and stuff on. It's just not the same. But okay, but can we just say this moment with Sutton slowly taking off Robin's glasses, and he's got this face wow, my future wife is so beautiful.
Exactly. He's appreciating her.
Oh my gosh. And it's what? You know the whole thing where it's you look so much better without your glasses on. I hate that. Because you should love somebody with or without their glasses, you know? The glasses should not be some kind of factor of oh, you suddenly look more pretty when you're not wearing. Shut up.
Oh my
But
God.
to me in this moment, it doesn't feel like that's what he said. I think he's here, babe, get your glasses out of the way because this is gonna be a wild time. Don't want to accidentally break them or anything.
you know what? I think it's a really sweet moment because he's just there appreciating her. And then, he's doing it slowly because I believe like this is the first time for them. So it's a really important and beautiful moment. Like, hey, I love this girl. I'm going to just appreciate how beautiful she is, no matter what or what not she's wearing.
It does make me wonder, though. I'm like, how good is Robin's vision? Was the whole night just a literal blur? I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I had to ask. No, but like, we talked about this a bit in the last chapter because we saw Caroline like deeply considering, having a night with Hunter. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing we were talking about is like, well, she's taking this so seriously because she loves him, and because we see that in their relationship, we can also apply it to this one, mm-hmm. and you can really tell that they both they really love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then pizza. Oh, shout out to Pizza Scale if you haven't read it already.
Yes, more promotion.
And then pizza happened.
And we gotta confess, like Sutton hardcore loves Robin because he chooses her over pizza.
He also hardcore loves pizza, especially the kind with onions on them, apparently. He's a bit of a stinky boy, but she loves him anyways.
He probably carries mints and gum everywhere because Robin was certainly complaining about that. She's like, babe, hold up. Before you kiss me.
We can't make out when you have onion pizza breath.
No,
pizza
onion breath. Especially a classy lady like Robin.
Hold
up. Like, I want to see you put that Tic Tac in your mouth before your lips even go near mine.
Well, unless she's the kind to like it, but like, I can't even imagine though.
That's an acquired taste.
Babe, your breath smells like onion, please.
That's an acquired taste if I ever did hear one. And you know what? He'd probably make a joke about it. He's like, hey babe, don't worry, vampires won't touch you then.
Well, I mean, in a webcomic where we have superhero cat furry boys, who knows?
Oh, who knows?
Maybe there's a mask that turns somebody into a vampire.
Oh, yo!
The little familiar, like Orion, is a little bad. That would be cute. That would be cute. I don't think that will actually happen, but like, what if?
No, because like I feel if she does like too many of them, that it'll go back to comparing it to that show.
Everyone gets a miraculous.
You get one.
They really be doing that though in like these newer seasons. Everyone be getting one. All right, let's move on though. So we look at hot dog super. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about the stupidness of how they. And of course, it's in America. Of course, it's in America. Oh my. Okay, yeah, I'm not about to. I will actually like rant for the next hour about that if we. So I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna drop it here. We'll complain about it later, some other time.
Yes.
But yeah, so we have this super tender and sweet moment, and they getting it on. And okay. So I just want to say we get to this part, and I immediately like zero in on Caroline's piggy shoes.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh my god, the pig shoes! I can't believe I forgot. They're so cute. Little pig shoes. I love them.
Look at the handwriting. The handwriting, the notepad, they're the exact same stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Care. You cannot tell me that Nate has this cursive ass writing ever.
I don't know. He's in his emo phase, so like maybe he's just like I'm a sensitive emo boy. Like
Okay, so I had to interrupt and mention that because when I saw that part of the episode, the writing looked the same. It's like you guys didn't suspect anything. Like
yeah, no.
Thank you, Elsa.
Nate becomes a detective, but in this he's like, huh?
It bugs me. It bugs me because okay, like I know that some people can have good writing and some people can have not so good.
yeah,
handwriting.
well, I have awful writing, so I'm pretty sure someone would suspect. It's like, hey, this looks like Elsa's writing, so something's up. But I mean,
exactly. But like
they went to school together. I'm sure if when you go to school, sometimes you have to grade like your fellow classmates' assignments or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they traded. Me too. I hated that. It's like people complaining, I can't read this. Like, well, I'm sorry, but
that sounds like an issue, not an ish me.
Right? That's a good one. But I have to say that you eventually recognize other people's handwriting, so how could they not tell that was Fallon's? It's like,
unless
I don't know, it's like, it's okay if you guys are blind, but Nate, come on.
Well, what if it's not? It could just be that it's not Fallon's usual handwriting.
But Akari, Caroline found the note in the little first
I'm trying to give suspension of disbelief here.
But it's no. And like, you know, again, it's just the writing. For one thing, it's. I don't want to say it looks too girly because it's cursive, because guys can probably have really fancy writing if they tried.
Oh,
yes,
heck yeah.
Yes, we can. I've seen some.
I don't know why. I feel like Nate would have really good handwriting, but
I mean,
it's not this. This would not be his handwriting.
Not this level of excellency. So
yeah.
Nate, I like you, but your handwriting just
only like what is this?
Yes, because it was a growing crush. I don't know. I liked Nate at the beginning.
Number one fan, you better just go ahead and just proclaim your love for him. Just go for it.
I grew to love him, and that's why. I want to say from the beginning of the comic, I wasn't really attached to anyone, and then Nate came along. I was like, okay, I really like you. Because I hate to say this, I'm sorry, because I know obviously MJ is listening, but I really did not, whatever, like Hunter, like, at all.
Hey,
I get that.
Opinion, though. That's okay.
I'm historically.
It's like the awkward silence.
I'm historically known for being one of the people who likes Hunter least. Which, like, okay, hold up. Let's preface by saying, just because we like him least doesn't mean we don't like him. It just means that you have made so many amazing characters that he happens to be on the bottom of the list of amazing characters. And not even necessarily the bottom.
Hunter is not the bottom for me, because I like him, like, again, everybody is so freaking lovable.
Oh no!
But Nate is, of course, the top, but I also tend to have, like, second male lead syndrome over here. I never really like the male lead as much as the second ones. I don't know what it is.
You know what my thing is I think the reason why I personally like Hunter least is because we follow his perspective through most of it. And therefore
sounds like a jerk. Sorry.
So we know a lot about Hunter, which means that there's a lot more to dig in for other characters. And that's what makes me intrigued about them, you know?
But at the same time, it's funny because we know Hunter, we know kind of what he's thinking, but at the same time, we don't really know this boy. We know the struggles he's gone through. We've known how much he loves Caroline and that his uncle is missing and whatnot, but
We still don't even know what his uncle looked like.
Yeah, we did that last time. That whole rant about like, give us Uncle Lay, please.
Bradley!
The
Bradley,
man deserves a face, please.
Wasn't there a picture of the uncle in an earlier episode?
No.
Oh wait, never mind. No, not even like in the next couple of episodes.
No. We've still
MJ
never seen Uncle Bradley.
MJ literally did a profile of him and did like the anonymous photo picture.
Ultimate troll MJ is.
Like putting
the default
YouTube
profile picture for Uncle Bradley.
Exactly.
Like, he exists, we just don't know what he looks like. So there you go. Deal with it, people.
Like, I kind of headcanon that he's gonna look more like Hunter, or like Hunter looks more like him. You know what? Because I don't know. I can't help but get that out of my head. So I low-key hopes he kind of looks like, an older salt and pepper Hunter over here.
Right?
How much salt and pepper can you get with Hunter? Doesn't he have, like, gray hair?
I thought he was blonde.
I honestly don't know anymore.
Well, Hunter's hair, I don't think it's no, it's gray, but then it transforms into white, I think. Is it?
Okay, but like that's hot. Just saying.
His hair is gray. Canonly, yes. Okay.
He's actually turning into an old man. Who's from gray to white during transformation? And I'm just thinking of elderly people.
It's fiction.
He just turned into an old man. Okay. In all seriousness.
Wait. Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest.
From us being like, I love Caroline's pink shoes.
Okay, they're cute, but I if they're like, slippers, I want to say, sorry, I have to be the practical one. I gotta like rain on everybody's parade. But wouldn't it have been hard to walk on the sand in those shoes?
It's hard to walk on sand just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've never been to the beach, so it's just like.
Wait, never?
Huh? Never, no.
Oh my god.
Never,
I will say,
ever. I mean, I've been to a lake, but it's not the same thing. You
True,
can't. It's not.
I'm just saying it's very bold. I think it was actually a pretty good idea to wear these shoes, because if you wear flip flops, that sand always finds a way.
Oh, yeah. Forever.
That's what I can say. Is sand will always find a way. But no, I love.
That's why I like that Nate was barefoot, because that seems practical. So,
exactly.
But you know what's interesting though, like. No, it's interesting to me though is Caroline and Nate don't suspect these weird notes that they get. But you know something else that I found interesting, right? Is that so in this part, Caroline is like, I don't have a lot of time. I'm sure Hunter won't mind waiting just a few extra minutes. And then she meets Nate on the beach, and then we jump forward to the I'm sorry, I'm jumping forward very briefly here to make a point. You see them again the next time, and after they talk about the shells, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, you got another 15 minutes until your date, right? And it's like, wait, what?
It's been like 3 hours. Okay, not realistically, but like, oops, I'm late, you guys.
Yeah.
You know something I noticed? I was like, what? I'm very curious what the time frame of this incident is.
I mean,
I'm guessing maybe 5. I don't know.
I guess
no more than 10 minutes.
I guess considering like episode 8 is called 1 a.m. This is probably, I don't know, around maybe 8. Like not like nighttime where it would be a time that it would at least be dark, but not like nighttime, because going on a date like that late, would probably be exhausting and wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're on vacation, so who doesn't stay up late
Yeah.
on vacation? Sorry.
Yeah. But then again,
Even
like,
Ultimately, I think it's because I think Caroline specifically went out of her way to go early and get it out of the way.
Mhm.
And then, well, I don't know. It's because the note says to meet at 1,
yeah.
and they both happen to be early getting there. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay. Wait.
they were nervous, okay? They like being early. Don't judge.
I'm pretty sure both of these are very punctual babies. Okay.
Yes.
For one thing,
I definitely
like,
see that.
like
No, I'm totally on board for the meeting early, but I'm like, they both happened to be there 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
That's
No,
insane.
see, I think Nate was a little bit earlier. I feel like
think so
Nate
too.
got there.
We don't know. We're just
early.
speculating.
Yeah, well, because he's literally looking at a seashell while by the time she gets there, right? So he must have
Yes.
been there a good. You know what?
He was out there being emo.
Staring out into the ocean, being, that
He
thoughtful,
was playing
looking
some
off
kind
into
of
the
Fall Out
distance.
Boy song.
How could this
Contemplating
happen
life.
to me? Like,
No, I definitely think that Nate was just kind of already there.
yes.
So really, it's a matter of like trying to figure out how soon Caroline is getting there.
How the times add up.
I think she's early, but I don't know how early she is.
I low-key want to make a spreadsheet or something.
A spreadsheet.
A timeline!
Okay.
But it is also a thing because she says, I'm sure Hunter won't mind waiting just a few extra minutes as well.
Exactly. So
I'm like, I don't know. Because later then Nate is like, you've got 15 minutes until your date. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's like, do I? I don't even know anymore.
I'm not sure. Does it really matter? I don't even know.
Right? Like at this point, we'll just go with it.
Wait,
Eureka.
guys, can we just appreciate
Hi.
how cute he looks in this panel? Yay, nay.
Wait, which panel?
Wh-
Which? Oh, yes. We stand a brooding boy. This is truly the definition of contemplating my life choices.
For some reason, I know I love plaid, so I think that's why I love his pajamas so much. But I love his pajamas so much.
We also see that he's made the bold choice to go sans shoes.
Exactly, barefoot.
See, Caroline decides to put on the pig boots, and he's just like, nothing.
I will suffer. Or maybe he's just way too cool that sand just ignores him.
I like to feel the sand between my toes as I think about life and how it sucks. I don't think
about right.
Life sucks. I think he's not that. I don't think he's that emo.
No, he's not.
Nate just seems like a really sweet boy, and that's it.
Yes.
You know what he's probably thinking at this moment? He's like, I wonder what pigment this shell is. And it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. You know what? That's true though. But like, he also follows up by talking about the pigment of the shell, so
Exactly.
maybe he's also thinking, I wonder what pigment this is.
He could be, yeah. Who knows?
I mean, he's staring at it, like he's looking at it pretty intensely.
Well, you know what? In my head, when I was reading this way back when, I first thought that he's thinking of Caroline because he likes her. And
Well, obviously he got the note from her, and he thinks it's important. So, I think he's obviously got her on the mind.
He's probably wondering, like, what does she have to talk about? Like, I thought she was gonna go with Hunter or something, because
Well, did
he's
he
the birthday
did
boy.
well? Oh yeah, that's true. He must have known about that because he does later go, "Hey, your date's not for another 15 minutes." So yeah, I guess
Exactly.
they probably all did.
They probably mentioned it at one point because, like,
I think
it's
everybody
normal.
knew what was going on because
Yeah,
later on we also see Robin and Sutton being like, "She's not supposed to come back tonight."
exactly. So
I think
everybody
everyone knows
knew.
what was supposed to happen.
Everybody knew what they were gonna do.
So
Okay,
we get to the end
so
of the fifth episode with them convening on the beach.
exactly. I
Yes.
really like Caroline's bow. I just had to say that.
I just like Caroline kind of in general. Like, she's just, I love her.
She's adorable with a capital A because she's A
Oh, but
plus.
does you know something?
What?
She's got a bow in her hair,
Mm-hmm.
but her hair is down.
Oh.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to really think about this some more because there's too many counterpoints.
Exactly, because we literally talked about like the shape of hair, how her hair has its own meaning and like outlook to other people.
Oh
So
my. That or it really is the fact where MJ was just laughing at us because we're stupid and looking too much into it. Oh man. No, I don't think we're stupid. We're just, we know that there's something there. We just can't put our fingers on it yet.
She's probably laughing because she was like, I just wanted her hair down.
Yeah.
Because she has her pajamas on and whatnot, so it makes sense.
But
we're just like,
something
no, it's the innocence. It's the
something that it could be because she has her hair in these pigtails as she's debating whether or not to like have a fun night with Hunter, right? And we see her now about to go meet him, and her hair's down. Maybe it's significant in the fact that she's made her choice and that she was going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that would make so much sense. I like that. Kind of like
which makes it even more heartbreaking.
Which that's also a nice parallel to Fallon because Fallon also has her hair completely down too.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh,
interesting.
And again, before this, Fallon had her hair in like a boss ponytail over here, strutting her stuff. And
which
then,
something? We could also maybe tie this back to Robin because her hair is already down like almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Sutton takes off her glasses.
Mm-hmm. And she even ties up her hair after.
True. She's like, I've done my business and now I'm tucking it away.
Yep, pretty much.
Interesting.
Which, mind you, Robin with her hair up.
We'll get there. But yeah, okay. So I think we've basically wrapped up the half of episode 5 that was blue. So we go to the comments, in which all of the top comments are something along the lines of, "No, Chloe, don't do it. Stop."
Mm-hmm.
And moving on.
Yeah, nothing to look at there.
Oh, that's the T-Sis says, "Stop calling their names from Miraculous. That is not their name. The author's dictator already told you." Oh, dictator. I think
they already dictated that it's not an MLB fan.
Stop it now. Period. Don't call them by miraculous names. You're confusing the readers, which is true. But like at the same time, they were written like 2 years ago. They're probably not going to take the effort to go back and change their top comments to. But like all of the people who post like 3 days ago and say stuff like, "Here Luca enters," it's like. Come on.
I think that's what they're referring to. Because if you look at the comments, you'll see that it's way back when in 2018.
Yeah, for the top comments.
Literally,
this one here is from November 12th of this year, and it says, "Here Luca enters," and I'm like, no, no, no.
Yeah, so I think that's what here is the thesis, which this is their second appearance here in this discussion.
Yes, I'm starting to I'm starting to really be into this that's the thesis person. I'm super into.
I invited them into the Discord.
Obviously, that's the thesis. That's the thesis is quite the justice warrior for MJ.
Exactly.
I appreciate.
We need more people in our defend MJ squad. So.
Oh, but yeah, no. So and this is Elsie. You make up a great point, and like this is where I was like, because obviously Nate says you've got like 15 minutes until your date, right? So obviously she's there early, but like, I just don't know how early. I don't know. That's the confusing thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Why would they just stop to keep looking for more shells? I think in a way, like, she wanted to kind of spend a little bit more time with her friend to help calm her nerves.
Obviously, they are friends, so like, even if you're about to go on a date, you happen to run into one of your friends, you're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, I love spending time with you and stuff."
Exactly. I think that mixed with that she's probably still nervous internally, and she's using it as an excuse to kind of help her nerves, right? Because if she focuses on, oh, hey, I'm going to just hang out with Nate a little bit, maybe it'll calm myself. Because Nate also seems like he has the energy to kind of calm people down. I don't know if that makes sense. But you know how some people are more energetic and, like, they get you energetic, and then other people are, like, not exactly monotone, but they have this energy that you're, like...
That calmness, cool that kind of, like, brings everything down a tone.
Yes, exactly. And, like, Nate, to me, literally has that energy, and that's probably... just one more reason why she would want to stay a little bit longer, because she was like, I'm going to stick around here, see what he has to say, hang out with him a little bit more. Maybe I'll feel better, and then I can, go to my boyfriend. And it's not like she's being unfaithful or anything, right? She's just being with a friend that also has some, like, nice, calm, chill energy.
Yeah, he's emo, but he's still chill.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Aren't all emos, like, chill in one way or another?
Okay.
I really wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
So I'm digging through the comments in this episode, which is a fusion of yellow and blue. But I found this great one from Begone Thought called. It says, "Okay. But how did that notepad and pen not leave an awkward shape on her dress?"
What?
In reference to Fallon, which I think is something we actually talked about last time, but it's funny to see somebody in the comments also make a note about that.
Acknowledge it, right? I know, maybe she had a hidden pocket, okay? You never know.
I mean, many women use their bras as pockets.
Oh, no.
Fallon would though.
I can't relate.
Oh my god!
But would Fallon need a padded bra? I mean, throwing that out there. Just saying.
Oh, so this is an interesting comment, guys. This one is from Gary's Art Gallery. It says, "I see Fallon's up to something. She likes Hunter, that's my guess. Or she knows something nobody else does." Anyway, I feel like Nate's a sweetheart. I mean, look at him.
Yes. Wait, is that a newer comment?
But I did. It's on Webtoon. I'm on the Webtoon version. But I do think it's interesting because, you know, in the later chapters, we do know that Rose Corp is the one responsible for the mask that he has. So perhaps maybe she does know something. Who knows? Well, okay, obviously MJ knows, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
But if she knows something, why wouldn't she just confront him?
Why? Well, because they're allowing him to continue for now. They specifically said we know about him. We're keeping record of him, and we're allowing him to continue for now.
Okay.
Exactly.
But obviously, that's 4 years in the future. We don't know if she knows about this now, but it's interesting to think about.
It is.
And with that, I think we can finally go into our first blue chapter after an hour. Truly, we. Yep, this is going to be how it goes every time. I can see it now.
Right?
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
so if we're starting...
wait a minute. Like, we were analyzing things, though. It's not like we've been dancing around the subject, talking about Caroline's bow for an hour. We spent over 30
minutes stalling for Rika.
Yeah, that's true, too. Which, by the way, is she here?
Yeah.
Oh, hi! Sorry, I wasn't looking at the Discord.
That's okay. Okay, so let's jump into... Yeah. Oh, hello?
Hi.
Hello, Rika.
Welcome to the party.
Okay, so I think we can go into episode 6 called Setup now.
Yep.
In which we see Fallon continuing to be Fallon.
I mean, to be honest, she looks really pretty in this panel.
Oh my gosh. Okay, her outfit, though. Say what you will about Fallon, but she's gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
100%. She always has, like, the best outfits.
And this color, looks really good on her. I mean, like, I feel like all the colors look good on her, but her and red, I find, make her pop the most.
I was just about to say, both of the chapters that she's in red, I think red is just her color.
It's very passionate.
Red does look good on her.
Like, she already looked good with yellow, I think. But, like, there's something about this blue and the red that she just rocks it.
Her hair looks amazing in this blue, and then the red just makes everything pop, especially her lips and whatnot. It's her color.
Padded bra. Neville pops. It'll make sense later if you're watching this later, Neville.
Oh, poor Neville. He just pops in at the most awkward moment, like, padded bra? Huh?
Even MJ.
Come on,
Neville's summoned by the padded bra.
Honestly, Neville, your timing.
It's fine. We love Neville regardless.
Yeah. We love
okay,
Neville
but yeah, no.
regardless. But
Queen Fallon is killing it. I just know if Neville was here right now, probably say something about, yeah, she's pretty, but she's evil.
She would probably say, it's the color of evil.
I specifically say this because just the discussion with Greg, it was like, okay, yeah, sure, but he's also a horrible person. And you can say he probably says the same thing about Fallon. Like, yeah, she's pretty. She's got cool, interesting parts about her, but she's an awful person.
Yep.
To which I sit here and say, I know. That's partly why I like her so much.
Or she'll probably just give
makes
you this
her an
look.
interesting character.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, she's such an interesting villainous character right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
But at the same time, I also feel a little bad for her.
yeah, there's this sense of like
Minimally. She's definitely the one at fault here. And she did a lot of really, really bad things.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think she is remorseful about it. I really think that she might actually be remorseful.
Yeah,
and if that is the case, then I feel bad for her. Because I want her to make
Even then,
things
I hate to be that person again, but like, what's wrong with not being remorseful? I mean, some people just, enjoy that. I don't know how to say. I don't want to say like that badness, but like, have you guys? I know this is really, really random, but have you guys seen the show Lucifer?
I want to watch it.
I just want to say, like, he's the devil, and he acknowledges that he like revels in that, like that role that he plays, and I kind of feel like Fallon might be that way.
Like,
I don't know why. But that's what makes me like her. Like, why does every bad guy have to just be, black and white bad? Like, why does that have to be a bad thing,
Fallon is multifaceted, and I love it.
Yeah.
And we all know Karen. Well, actually, we don't know that much about Karen, but Karen is Karen. And she seems like the kind to not really necessarily pay attention to Fallon.
She sounds, if Fallon is a B word, she seems like the ultimate B word. Because
oh no, that's just actually Regina George.
Yeah.
Does that mean she's going to be hit by a bus?
Oh, maybe.
That would be cool.
Maybe a bus driven by Fallon.
Oh yeah, so we see Fallon here continuing to set up the great misunderstanding here.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like, Caroline asked me if you guys could do your walk tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I took hold on, let me see if this works. Because we all know how bad I am at this.
The
chat room. Okay.
What kind of wild life does Neville lead?
What? Motorcycle?
Fallon is actually kind of a genius here.
This part.
Yo,
like,
that's
you're telling me, Hunter. Like, you're telling me that Hunter didn't hear, like, that didn't sound weird to him, like her forget. No, don't do that. Like,
well, if you, it's about perspective, right? Because Fallon is saying stuff that makes it sound like, hey, Caroline is ditching you to be with some other dude right now. And so he could interpret her worry as a worry for him. Like, hey, if you call her, she's going to know you're coming, and then she's going to obviously stop doing that. So, it's about perspective here. Exactly. Which is why I think she's so genius in this moment, is because she's able to use that to her advantage.
Yeah, and the fact that I know some people ended up being like, no, don't spend time with her, in like the comments, and like pinning the blame on Hunter for going to her place, which I feel like is a very mixed situation, because in this phone conversation, she's like, his best friend is busy with his girlfriend, and she's really technically the only person he can talk to about this.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yeah, so she's literally his emotional support right now while he's having these conflictions.
Yeah, because I think it's been well established at this point that he's not especially close to Nate.
Yeah,
he's very clearly, to me at least, because Nate is such a late addition to the party, and what we kind of talked about last time is that it seems like Fallon and Hunter have been friends for a very long time.
Forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For a good amount of time.
So yeah, that makes sense.
He would go to Fallon before he would go to Nate.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense, especially given the situation is about Nate. Like, you don't go to your enemy and be vulnerable in front of your enemy, right? If that makes sense. Like, obviously,
I don't know, you could, and that would catch him off guard. So
You could! You
you
could!
could
Yeah.
be that person.
I was just about to say, like, you technically could and get things cleared up, but at the same time, that wouldn't really
That
be
kills
the
the
first
story.
thing in my mind.
Well, if you think about it as well, like this, right? Fallon is obviously calling Hunter in this moment, right? She's like, hey, by the way, Caroline asked me to ask you this, right? And so then Hunter takes this knowledge, sees Caroline and Nate on the beach, knows that Sutton is busy with Robin, so literally there is no other option.
Exactly.
It's just Fallon.
Yeah,
And he has no reason not to trust Fallon at this point.
Yeah. If they're so close friends, like, again, not as close as Sutton, but she's probably the second closest to him, right? She's in the friend group because of him, in my opinion.
I would say at this point, you know, obviously Sutton is the best friend and Caroline is girlfriend, but I think then Fallon would be third in his life.
And the thing
as far
is,
as
literally, she's the only option because Sutton is over there doing stuff with
He's having
Robin.
a good time.
He's having a good time. Well, he's having a good time while Hunter is struggling with his time.
Well, you know, the implied thing here is that they're both going to be having a good time.
Yes.
Shortly.
Until Fallon ruins it. But again, at this moment, like, she's the only one he can really lean on. So I don't blame him for doing that. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my god, don't go to his room, you're dumb.
Why would you do? Yeah, no, this is the same thing that we said last time about how readers oftentimes cannot separate what they know as readers from what the characters themselves know.
Exactly.
And I think that's that's where the issue comes from, is that we as readers are like, it's so obvious, but like in the story itself,
them as characters, they don't know it's obvious. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I also am in going to defend Fallon here, because the plan that she made to get this to work is so well thought out. Because there's already reasonable suspicion because of how the bar scene went, and you know the knowledge that everybody has about Nate having a crush on Caroline. She's using all of these things to her advantage to make her sound like she's the one who knows. Yeah, and exactly. There's also the thing that we already know, that Caroline was suspicious of Hunter for keeping secrets.
Exactly.
And likewise, Hunter was also a bit suspicious as well, to a degree, you know? Mm-hmm. Obviously, because he sees that they're close as friends. But, you know, it's easy to misinterpret that given the right guy, like the manipulation that Fallon is laying down here. Like, oh, I mean, they were close at the bar, and I think it has something to do with Nate. Like, just saying. It's planting ideas into Hunter's head so that he thinks the same way.
And it makes him recount all those events that he saw them together talking about. You know, I'm going to say, I love you, Nate, but his blush, you know, not the most subtle thing in the world, which I get. He's a young person at this point. He can't really control his facial expressions. But yeah, he made it a little obvious that he had a crush. And,
oh, definitely.
And, you know, obviously that won't sit well with Hunter, because it makes sense, you know. And so, yes, she's really smart for doing this.
Supportive.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this last time, is that even though he has a crush on her, it's very obvious that he's also really supportive of Hunter and Caroline. However, given the right amount of manipulation, you can cause doubt to happen in Hunter's mind.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like, it's not that hard. And Fallon has all of the tools that she needs to accomplish this manipulation as well.
Exactly. She has everything from, you know, being able to say, hey, like, not only she's one of his like closest confidants. So that's already kind of a check mark in her plan thing, because she knows he will listen to what she at least has to say. You know, he may question her. He'd be like, because what's it called? Literally, when he's asking her and stuff, and she's like, don't do that, then she'll know you're coming and stuff, and she's talking about it, he's questioning her a little bit with the, like thinking about it, but he's like, yeah, I see your point. You know, you're right.
In the end, it boils down to him trusting her because she's his friend.
Exactly. And because he doesn't know Nate well, he doesn't know his character as well, but the one thing he does know is that he has a crush on his girlfriend. So he doesn't know Nate's personality, that Nate won't try to steal Caroline away from him, right? He's not aware that Nate is not that type of guy. But it makes sense why he's being suspicious.
Yeah.
And, like, that's where I feel bad, because I feel like they could totally be, like, great bros over here. But, like...
Yeah.
That's why I hope later on.
Yeah, no, in the first chapter, when you look at the yearbook or scrapbook with their class photo in it with the all...
Yeah, in the
6
description.
of them? Yes,
says...
there's 6. I know how to count. They each have like a little short little bio thing, and in Caroline's it says that she's suspicious of Hunter keeping secrets, which I imagine is probably a new thing, because Hunter probably only started first acting kind of suspicious when he first got the Alley Cat powers, and as we know, he's based on this chapter. In fact, we're going to get to it fairly soon. That he's only been doing it for a couple of weeks at this point.
Exactly.
So perhaps he started acting suspiciously, and that's what got her to start thinking, oh, weird. Yeah, and you know, everybody probably noticed this, which only adds more fuel to Fallon's plan.
Well, because before then, like, he didn't have anything to hide from her, so he was probably very truthful and honest to her. But then once he had the secret to protect her,
amazing what happens when magical powers get involved. And secret identities. It's almost
makes everything more complicated.
Identity. You have to start hiding secrets. Wow.
like this is Superman and Lois Lane. Like, you can't always say, "Hey, I'm a magical cat boy." Deal with it.
I just want to say, this chapter also, the first appearance of the Care Bear.
Yes! My favorite nickname.
Care Bear! I love that this is something that he just calls her, even now. It's so nice. He calls her Care Bear. That is like the cutest thing. I'm sorry.
100%. And I'm pretty sure he's the only one who actually calls her Care Bear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, he's the only person who has called her Care Bear.
Yeah, because I believe Robin calls her Care at one point. Or maybe that's us as fans. But
still
literally, he's the only one who calls her Care Bear. So that nickname is just so special, and that's why I also loved why it appeared again when he came and saw her again.
I'm just this is a little off topic, but I'm still waiting for the day when we see the person who calls Sutton Sut the slut. I'm waiting for the day.
You know,
I need to see it happen. Who calls him that?
My thinking is that it's probably Hunter.
I don't know, but I feel like it would be hilarious whenever it does happen. I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Oh my god, yes. We need that actual nickname in the comics.
I also need to know if this is a fact that Sutton used to be a player, or if it's because he just plays a lot of dating sims.
What about both? Why not both?
He takes his dating tips from the dating sim.
Okay, but
games or whatever.
That's smooth though.
Exactly.
Let's be real. He'd be kind of smooth sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What he got a queen like Robin. Of course, this boy is
True.
smooth. We just
Robin
don't
really
see
do be a queen, though.
the smoothness.
Yeah. Let's be real. It don't hurt that Sutton is real good looking. But you just saying.
Oh yeah, I think he got.
Okay,
way
but nobody
better.
beats Nate in the looks department. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Your bias is showing. It's okay. All right,
It's okay. I don't care that I'm biased. I know I'm biased.
Hey guys.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Oh
I'm late.
Hi.
So sorry I'm late. I was actually in the middle of a motorcycle sale.
No, we totally get you. We had a good laugh about you appearing at the summit of a padded bra.
Yeah.
Is Neville our local Nate?
Probably. Just them.
Well, I mean, both of them start with N. Both of the names start with N.
MJ with characters and bras, and I don't know, it just made me feel horny. Sorry.
He's responsible for Nate's edgy face?
What?
Oh my gosh, Neville is just Nate. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
No.
Whoa.
I present to you, ladies, the real life counterpart to your fan crush. Okay, jokes aside, we're on episode 6 setup right now. We just finished roasting.
Let me get to my computer and plug in my headphones so I
don't no problem.
Take your time.
But we just finished discussing how brilliant Fallon's plan was.
And how hot like Nate and Sutton are.
Yeah.
So you gotta admit, he put a lot of thought into this plan.
Just side note. You know what? Did you notice that Neville came in as soon as we started saying Sutton's cute, Nate is top tier, but Sutton looks better after the time skip, and then Neville Kool-Aid man over here.
Neville just pews in.
He always comes in either when we're talking about the character's looks or something of that matter, or embarrassing moments like padded bra.
It's okay.
What is this?
We're not gonna shame Neville. We're not going to shame Neville.
We are in a no shame zone.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so we've wrapped up the genius of Fallon's plan. Now we move back to Nate and Caroline back on the beach, looking pensively at a shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hey, Care Bear. hey, Care Bear.
Oh, I love it.
I'm sorry, it's okay. I also just want to say this shell is so cute.
Yes.
I'm trying very hard not to laugh at what Neville is saying.
Yeah, I think he forgot to shut off his mic.
Okay.
But yes, these two panels are
Sorry,
so
I didn't
cute.
hear any of that.
I just have to say this.
Oh God, you heard it, didn't you? Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I just heard you talking. I just hear what was said.
They should be on the table.
It's fine.
Are they not in the glove compartment or?
Oopsie. Emil,
Sorry.
you can mute yourself.
Hang on. Oops. Sorry.
Do you know how to use Discord?
Sorry. 1 sec.
Oh, okay, cool.
To be honest, I didn't 100% hear what he said.
Me either. So We're all good.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So I'm a little bit confused.
It's okay.
But I did hear him in the background.
No,
so I'm just
it's
like,
better.
oh.
It's better for Neville if we don't acknowledge it.
We can just be lost together, you guys.
Okay.
So,
Dude,
Sorry about
come
that.
on, Nate. Every time I try and change the subject, Neville comes back.
hold on.
Sorry.
Okay, Nate. So Nate,
That was a total party foul on my end.
So Nate, right? Pattern seashells.
Nate,
So
looking cute.
Yes, Nate's shell. The shell. Yes, that's what the shell. Right. Yes, exactly. Okay. That shell's great looking. It's so pretty.
We were just like, Nate's looking cute, looking at that shell, and I love the almost it's a innocent or pensive look as he's looking at Caroline when he has when he stops looking at the seashell. I don't know why. I just love the way MJ drew his face like that because it's just so adorable. Like
I just love him in general. He's a good boy. That's my brother. That's my brother, by the way. So I just want to also say, quick poll: who knew this bit of information about the markings on the mollusks before this chapter?
Did not.
Type in the chat. Yes, if you knew. No, if you didn't.
Nope. Nate taught me.
Look at all of the people MJ has taught. look at all the people MJ has educated.
Hey, and Nate is like the cutest teacher ever.
Of course he would know stuff. Well, actually, technically speaking, this is new information for him as well, because canonically, MJ also tells Nate. The girl at the desk told me.
That's so true. Oh my god.
MJ's really out here teaching all of us, including her characters. Oh man, that's great.
I also love his smile when it's like, it's neat. Like, everything happens for a reason. And it's like,
which makes everything so much worse.
Foreshadowing. Like,
everything so much worse that's coming. Oh my god.
Like, nobody realizes how foreshadowing it is until they actually go back and read it. You're like, oh.
Everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to give Nate a haircut.
Snip.
I miss his gorgeous glow up. I know it's coming back, but like, I'm not saying his hair looks bad now, but like, oh my gosh, his glow up though.
Yes.
Are we talking about Nate?
My brother.
Yep.
Yeah,
My brother Nate.
I agree.
It's like he looks good in every hairstyle, but like at the same time, glow up Nate. Like this Nate is both like hot.
The
and
Nate in this
cute.
chapter is really cute. The Nate in the later chapters is incredibly hot, and that's how I see it.
Exactly.
You see him in these chapters, and you're like, oh, what a cute puppy, so adorable. And then he grows up, and it's like, okay.
He's a guard dog.
Got the head on you.
He's basically okay.
This is like every Hallmark movie with like a childhood friend.
Oh my god!
Oh, true. Yes.
It's like the kid that gets picked on at school and then he grows up and is like an absolute bombshell.
He's like, oh no, you're hot.
He's really hot.
And he has a very good and stable career.
Even better.
True.
I mean, that's just what makes him a hot character, the job,
Exactly.
you know?
Oh, no.
You gotta do the practical one.
Rika, you right.
100%.
Okay, so then we see even more misunderstanding. Okay, why can't I say that word right now?
Misunderstanding?
Misunderstanding?
Can't be that hard.
Misunderstandings.
It can't be that hard.
I swear to God, my 5 brain cells were just like, what?
It's okay.
I'm joking. I have more than 5 brain cells.
Akari, you have been the first one to talk here for like an hour and like 37 minutes. Give yourself a break. It's okay. You're gonna flub up when you're the first one here and talking so long.
I just can't help it. I love this.
Agreed.
I don't, words.
Exactly.
Words.
Okay, so we see this misunderstanding coming to a head here as we see to the ongoing misunderstanding with Hunter because of Fallon. Oh boy.
But
what?
Can we talk about the adorable look of like when Caroline is like, so what did you want to see me about? And Nate's just like, huh? Like the adorableness of this.
I just say I love the way that this is done because every time, like in movies as well, every time this kind of shot happens, you know something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
there's
kidding.
no eyeballs. Something is wrong.
What the Jay? Like, I swear, Nate can fart and Aura will be like, "That's so cute." MJ.
Okay.
Okay, but like that's probably true though. Let's be real.
Wait, what?
Elson too. They just hear him go, and they're like, "Wow, that sounded like a high C and fart."
What?
Honestly, I thought you almost said hyena.
It's like it's just so melodically beautiful. His toots.
What the fuck?
Okay. So
moving on.
I'm trying.
I want to address the fact that, or not. I wanted to ask. We know that Hunter has been dealing with the double identity, like, not long in this chapter.
Yeah, for a few weeks or so.
Is he just now? I'm not realizing, but seeing that there's like side effects to being a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like,
I think it's common with every superhero. I mean, when they first start out, they're just like trying to figure stuff out. The whole secret identity thing, and then trying to protect your friends and family.
Most secret identities do not make you physically sick just from not being transformed.
I thought you were talking about like the overall aspects of being a superhero, because that's kind of what I kind of thought you were talking about that part. I mean,
but Orion specifically says like side effects, and feline instincts and whatnot. Like she actually says it, like you need to transform or else these side effects are going to worsen. And
I totally got that part wrong.
The closest side effects I can even think of is probably Spider-Man when he first gets his powers. Like, how he's all like drunk and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tobey Maguire
with him, with him, I mean, it's not just in the movies, but also every other comic that had his origin. I mean, sure. I mean, he was bitten by a spider, and he's just trying to figure out his new powers. I mean,
yeah. There's an adjustment period when you suddenly have greater than human abilities. There's an adjustment period,
and there's a strain on the body.
I'm probably thinking that Hunter may have. It's probably like he's in his early years of being like, he must have started out about when he was 15, right? I mean, that's
Wait, Hunter or Spider-Man?
Well, both. I mean,
Hunter canonically at this point has only been doing it for a couple of weeks, and he's 18 now. So he started when he was 17.
I mean, I thought he would have started like maybe before he was 18. I don't know.
But the guy at the bar even said, like, they were talking about the Alley Cat and how it's been a few weeks since he's appeared.
The very next chapter, Orion mentions that, or was it Orion or is it Hunter? One of the, and we'll get there, obviously, but like one of them mentions that they've only been doing it for a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, so that's a friendly reminder. It's confirmed he started a few weeks before his 18th birthday. Thank you.
So he technically started when he was 17.
Oh.
But just shy of his 18th, so late 17.
Yeah. So, but there's actual side effects with this, so I kind of hope it's brought up again, because I want to learn more of the actual side effects.
I don't know if we'll see them, though, because it's established in the story right now that the crime rate has been greater, so he probably has the need to transform more.
Yeah, that's a thing. We haven't gotten into a situation where he can't transform like he was in the island, right? Because it's such a small island.
Rika just said, what a great birthday present. Hey, happy birthday. Here's some superpowers. By the way, you grow a tail.
and ears if you go long enough.
And get cat
Well, puberty hit him hard.
Truly, the puberty that only he can go through.
Wow.
Yeah, so we wrap up the end of episode 6 with him making a vague statement about running on the beach in a suit, like we don't know that he's a giant cat furry man. No, I'm joking.
I mean, he's not completely furry.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, no. So we finally reached the end of the first full blue chapter, guys, and it's only been almost 2 hours.
Yeah, sorry I was late for most of that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So we're recording the audio this time, so people can come back and listen if they want.
Yep.
Listen to us go on and on about Nate being cute, but
yeah.
What else is new?
Well, you know what? If she gets a certain amount of audio...
we're not done with chapter 2. We're not done with chapter 2.
She might... or maybe I will edit a video of, like, us talking about Nate compilation, funny moments. Who knows? Because this is a fun new thing.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. I think we already have a bunch of moments.
We just finished 6, so we're gonna move on to 7 quickly. I'm gonna go through the comments again because I always like to go through and pick out comments that are actually not ML related. So real quick, I found a good one from Amelia Walter from 11 days ago. Right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, let's hear it.
This is not going to end well. Screw this blonde Barbie doll.
Oh, God. Talking about MJ there. Ouch.
I'm just saying that's funny.
MJ getting called out there. Ouch.
No, what's funny to me is that we don't actually know if Fallon is blonde, but I get the sentiment.
It's okay, I collect
Right.
She looks better with pink hair, to be honest, or red hair.
She does.
Oh, here's another good one from Hannibal 13. Fallon, you skank. I hope you end up living in a trailer with 5 kids.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, the
Fallon
comments
is
get
not
brutal.
popular. I mean, she is hot, but man, people hate her.
Okay, that's... we got another good one here from Ava Quaver. Ava Quaver. It's times like this when you just hate people.
Yes, because stuff like this happens every day, you guys. Well, then again, you never know.
Yeah, it's a good point. Good point.
No, chill.
Man.
I think that comment is one of those like humanity sucks moments, you know?
I have another good one here from Maggie Hopkins. It says, "To be honest with y'all, this is like my 4th time rereading this, and it still gives me anxiety."
Wow.
Honestly,
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I see
Somebody
it.
get Maggie Hopkins in here.
What?
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, so with that, I think we can officially go into episode 7. 1 a.m., boys. It's 1 a.m.
The time has come.
The time has officially come.
Uh-oh.
Neville's over here sweating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally bald, so I can literally feel my head sweat.
Nice. Okay, so we pick up from the last chapter with Hunter feeling a little icky.
And like, ugh, I feel weird. And wanting to go do a sprint on the beach.
And then
And then Ryan comes in
the
to
moment
save the
we've
day,
all been
saying
waiting
no.
for. It's Orion!
Wah!
I'm just saying, Orion is so freaking cute.
Exactly.
So cute. An absolute baby.
I know, right?
The babiest of babies.
A baby. Oh my. And like, just saying, every chapter with Orion in it and the different colors, all of them suit her. All of them suit her. All of the colors suit her beautiful eyeballs.
Exactly.
Purple, red, teal, all of the colors. All of the colors for Orion.
Yep. I also love how she's sliding, like, kind of from his pocket onto his shoulder. I just love how she's climbing with her teeny tiny paws.
I love that. It's so cute.
It's
And
like a little it's like a little kitty who wants to show love. I mean, I know kittens don't actually talk, but I kind of wouldn't mind my own little black cat,
If they
you know,
did.
just wanting to snuggle with me. And
I do have my own little black cat. Her name is Piper, and she loves to bite me.
Aww. I kind of like it when, you know, when cats, you know, brush their heads against their the human's legs.
Yes, they're cute. Cats are adorable.
And
Cats are adorable.
And
I don't have one. I have a dog, but...
Well, I mean, cats and dogs are both adorable in their own way.
But I think cats are superior, so throwing that in there.
So about this part in the chapter, Orion actually gives us a good amount to go off of here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Orion knows things.
She
which
brings
is
the cuteness and the information.
Yes.
And so right here, like, I know, I'm not exactly used to this whole thing. I've only had a double life for a few weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks. I mean, I think even though he's like almost in his 20s, he's kind of still a rookie, you know, with this whole superhero thing.
I mean, he
for starters,
became
he's still young, so he's got that going for him. But he also is not used to being a superhero, so he's got that going for him as well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of superheroes. I mean, I think some of the teenage superheroes I know usually would have like 3 to 4 years when they're 18 of experience of being a superhero. I think,
but that also depends on the genre, right? Because if you are a child superhero, then it makes sense that you're only going to be a little bit older than your target audience, or maybe the same age, so then they can relate to you, right? This is not a children's comic. This is an 18 plus. So it makes sense that he gets...
No, not on webtoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense that he gets it around around the birthday when he turns 18.
Yeah. Totally.
And so, yeah, right here, he's like, being a superhero isn't something I'd call easy. I should think twice next time about coming to an island and forcibly withholding these instincts.
Well, besides that, we know that Hunter is pretty. He's well toned and stuff, but like, I don't think he's been training to take on super villains and stuff, and even just everyday criminals and stuff. Like, even if you work out, you're not working out to beat people up and turn people into the police and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta like.
Not exactly
more like
physically as well, per se.
I think it's more like just to keep your body active, for the later high stakes crimes that will probably he'll have to take on later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you think about it, it's also interesting because he seems like because we know he does movies, right? And he seems like he does action movies. And I wonder if that's because he's so buff from all of his training.
Well, like at this point, he's muscly, but he's not buff like he is now.
But it might be that the acting life complements a superhero life.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
He's in shape. Yeah, exactly. He's in shape, but he's not as buff right now. But again, that also comes with his superhero life, his acting life.
He's also younger. Like, as he, 4 years, 4 years of training, he's going to have Big Matsuru. Big Matsuru!
Exactly.
Like those 90s art, like Todd McFarlane with those 90s big linebacker shaped bodies and those big ass mullets.
We're the same age.
I mean, I've seen a lot of 90s comics art, and oh man, I cannot believe they gave Superman a mullet. Can you believe that?
Oh, Hunter is 22. I feel.
I mean, who wears mullets anymore?
Okay. Oh, but okay. So another thing that I want to say is that I have to give some credit to Orion because at least she tried to warn Hunter about all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Because in some superhero things where there's like a little animal sidekick, they're like, "Oh, oops, should have told you this sooner." But here we see Orion actually was like, "Hey, I told you
to be an adult in the situation.
You were the one who was like, I want to go back on my girlfriend."
Exactly.
Where we see the stats as well.
She's actually lecturing him.
Most of the animal sidekicks we know don't really talk much.
Oh, also, Elsa, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
We'll see you later. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much for coming. It was really fun meeting you.
Thanks for listening to me just laugh at the commentary because I'm not really,
Hey, you're always once you're free, you're always welcome. We're all a big happy family.
Heck yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
Never say the weird uncle.
Have a great day, Elsa. And so
weird uncle.
Weird Uncle Neville.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I mean, I've said some pretty weird stuff, like I don't know, like MJ giving me artwork of characters in shirtless or in their
you and your Kagami,
Yeah, and it wasn't just Kagami. I mean,
I know,
on her Patreon.
I know.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, she makes characters super hot.
Okay, you little pink lord.
Okay, I admit, Fallon is hot but evil. I will just say that.
But wait a minute.
I literally said that you would say something like that. I literally said that.
Really?
I so called that.
Oh, MJ likes let's keep it PG for the kiddos. I mean, who lets kiddos in here?
I'm just saying. I know that this is a comic that can be read by all age. Well, maybe not all ages, but a good range of ages.
Right.
I am aware that there are some, I think, 15, 16-year-olds in this Discord because, they give you us our age.
Yes. Right. Yeah, we gotta be a good example for them.
But even still, be on our best behaviors.
Yes, please, and thank
Agreed.
you.
Agreed.
Yeah, so we'll just end that conversation there.
Yeah, otherwise I think Oracle or Rika might go Ducky and Bunny on me, like in Toy Story 4.
Put a pin in it and kink shame me later. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
Okay.
kink shaming?
No, we're done. Okay.
Okay. Back to business.
We're back to Orion being sassy, like, I told you.
So now she's actually lecturing him and being like, now you have to deal with the side effects from avoiding transformation. And like, I love how she says that because it makes sense. Like, she tried to stop him.
You know what's interesting to me?
What?
Is that I wonder how long they've been on this island. Because I'm not sure. I don't know if it's ever explicitly said that they've been there for so many days or something. But like, we know. How do I put this?
I would assume it hasn't been long
They've
because
been there
just
at
had
least
graduation.
for a while already. And
Like
they've got a
few
couple
days?
more days left. So maybe they're there for like a week and this is around the middle of the week?
Maybe like if it's in the middle of the week, they might be doing it on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
It depends, you know.
It depends on it depends on how far this island is from Silverport. It also depends on what time they got there because you always need to have the first day to rest, depending on if you have jet lag or car lag.
Well, but we've already established that we don't think that the island is too far off from Silverport to begin with.
Exactly.
But I am curious though, exactly how long it takes before these side effects trigger.
That's also something that hasn't been explained yet.
Oh,
and
yeah.
All she says is it will only get worse the longer you avoid it. And he says, will I be able to hold on for another few days until we return to Silverport City? So they've been on this island for a few days already. And he needs to hold on for a few more days.
But ultimately he doesn't, as we find out. But
unfortunately,
what's interesting to me is that we hear that the symptoms only get worse, right? Yeah. And it gets to the point where he starts obtaining cat parts. So I'm like, if he theoretically just stopped transforming, what happens? Does he turn into a cat?
Ooh, that would not look pretty. That would not be good for him if he did that.
Are we talking about like a werewolf, but a werecat?
Well, not necessarily, because that would imply that
cat-human hybrid
at a fixed point in time, where it seems like if he just stops transforming, he becomes a cat, and that's a permanent thing.
Or are we talking about like Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew?
Okay, I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking that.
Wait, Ichigo? I thought you were talking about the Bleach character, Ichigo.
No, Ichigo Momomiya from Tokyo Mew Mew.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was actually thinking about that, and I thought it was interesting. I just didn't know if anybody else would get it if I said that.
Hey, I got you.
Yes, Oracle. Yes. Thank you. I thank you. Yes, that Ichigo.
I don't know. I mean,
it's really
it's kind of similar. Like, obviously, it's not the same, but it is kind of similar.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I got it. I got you.
Yes! There we go.
Oh no.
That is.
Yes.
But the thing is like with that, I don't remember the specifics anymore, but I know that like when she's in that form, she has to be kissed to transform back, and I think it would be something kind of similar for Hunter, except obviously instead of being kissed, he'd have to transform.
Yeah, like transform back. Which, in another way, what would happen to Orion if he turns into a cat?
They
Ooh, that's a good
both
point.
will be cats.
Like,
I don't know. Yes, Rika, that would be cute.
So wait, does that mean they get to kiss?
No. I don't need that in the world. Nope.
Wait, 2 kissing cats?
No, I don't need that. I don't know.
I mean, it happens in Tokyo Mew Mew. It's possible.
No. I would look okay to me. To me, they like family. Orion and Hunter. I don't want them kissing. No.
Okay.
They like family. They don't need to be kissing. Okay, that's like no. Ooh, no, I can't. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I
That
don't
would
even
be so awkward on so many levels.
I don't even want to think about it.
Like,
I mean, it was just a thought. I wasn't actually.
well,
thinking
it's
it
not
would
a
happen.
bad thought. I mean, but Akari doesn't really approve.
Oh no. That's like kissing your sister.
But wait a minute.
Not as bad as that Game of Thrones shit. That's for sure.
Okay, we're not talking. No.
It has been said that Orion has a crush on Hunter. No?
What? How?
Didn't she say like she got the kind of like the in the making of the Alley Cat? She kind of thought of Tinkerbell, like you know how Tinkerbell has a crush on a Peter Pan. Okay, maybe we should get back.
She's like,
up
oh,
on that.
I'm like, oh, and Archive's like, Akari over.
I'm just thinking
I don't want to think about it. No.
So, but I kind of wonder how would he get back then? Would Orion have to do something? Would he have to would she have to get Caroline to do something? Or
I don't know.
that's a whole other thing.
This is all hypothetical anyways. We don't
Or
even
is
know
it a timeline thing where he has to wait a few more days until he can turn back? Like, again, kind of like a werecat style.
You know what would be interesting to me though is if it's proportional, like the longer you go without transforming, the longer you have to be transformed to make the side effects subside.
Well, that makes sense. And another thing is he in pain though?
I mean, he seems to imply that his head is killing him.
He definitely.
However, I will argue that perhaps sprouting ears out of your head probably is not necessarily not painful. Likewise with a tail coming out of your butt.
I would think so.
The what now?
I would think it wouldn't be the most pleasant thing. Like, magical boys and magical girls kind of skim over the thing where they do, like, you know, their shoujo transformation.
Oh, it's just magic.
Like, woo! But in actuality, if you think about it in a more mature storyline, it would probably hurt at least a little bit. Because literally an extra appendage is coming out of your body. So,
can you imagine how much more sensitive his hearing must be?
I always think about it like, you know when you have angel characters and they literally grow wings, and you've got some animes who just make it like, pew, and like, there you go.
There's that one transformation in Sailor Moon. She just grows wings, and everyone's just cash money about it.
Exactly. But then, like, you also have other animes, I believe in, like, Angel Sanctuary, where their transformation is actually kind of painful. Because, again, you've got wings growing out of your back. Like, it's not a thing that's supposed to happen, and it does. So I would suppose there would be at least a tiny bit of pain, because his side effects alone are causing him, you know, discomfort and purring noises and whatnot.
He just turns into a cat. That's fine.
He would be like
I don't know.
The cutest cat ever, though. Like
I kind of want to see some kind of... okay, but
it's even gray though.
Hypothetical. Hunter turns into a cat. Caroline finds him as a cat.
Oh.
Maybe one day.
Oracle's like mew 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 mew.
Hour 2, and we're still only on episode 7.
And then she takes care of him, and oh my god, that would be so cute. But then that would also be problematic because, like.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on for now, if that's cool.
Okay, yeah. Let's get over the topic of ears and tails.
Okay. So he's looking for Caroline, and he says maybe she's already waiting for me at the beach. And we cut back to the beach misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
God help you.
Yeah, with them being all confused, like, didn't you want to talk to me about something important?
They're arguing here. Like, I thought you wanted that. No, I thought you wanted this.
It's like, yeah, it's like, you didn't want to meet me here? It's like, I thought you wanted to meet me here. And she's like, no!
And then, that make no sense, because I already made birthday plans with Hunter tonight. And then it says, brooding. This is why he's emo. The brooding. Oh,
that pause breaks my heart every single time I read this, though.
Every time you see a character and they don't have their eyeballs, you just know something's wrong.
Well, and the shadow, too, doesn't help. Because he has a little bit of, like, an ombre over him.
Yes.
You know he's trying to conceal, don't feel emotions right now.
What I'm interested in is what he thought she was coming to tell him.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Contrary to what it might be popular belief, I don't think he was expecting her to, like, come out and be like, I've actually loved you all along, because they were literally just at Hunter's party making out.
Yeah, exactly. That would be extremely weird. And, like, he loves Caroline for being Caroline, and Caroline is a pretty, like, kind and honest individual, and that wouldn't be kind or honest.
Yeah. So
like,
I don't know.
Maybe he wanted her to kind of confide in him a bit more.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm really curious what exactly he did want to say here, because I don't think he would think that she was coming out to tell him that she secretly loved him all along or something.
I don't know. The line definitely sounds like it's going to be like, I thought maybe you mind.
I get that, but, like, I don't know. I don't know why he would think that, though.
Yeah, it makes sense that, because literally they were smooching.
Especially since, like, shortly after this moment, he says your date isn't for another 15 minutes. Like, he knows that he wants to go on this date as well. So I don't think... I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he would want to say there, but I don't think it's that... I don't think he was expecting her to come out and be like, yes, Nate, I've loved you all this time.
Oh, color me curious. This is...
I'm intrigued what it actually is, though. MJ's smiling.
Oh my god, her smile.
MJ. It's just over here, like, sipping the tea, like, I'm not going to tell you.
And then, dun dun dun, as they're searching for seashells.
And then he says the iconic line, your date isn't for another 15 minutes. And I say, what is time? What even is time?
What is technology? What is time? You know, they don't have cell phones here. They could have legit, like, texted each other.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about Hunter, is that Fallon specifically was like, oh, they're being suspicious. Don't call her, or else she'll know you're coming. Exactly. And that's why Hunter isn't.
Yeah, I'm just surprised Caroline didn't text him saying, hey, I'll be there, like, in 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I also
don't know why.
I also don't think she's in the wrong.
Well, I think the reason why is because Fallon specifically wrote on the note, keep it confidential. So she probably didn't want to, like, you know, risk being like, oh, hey, I'm meeting with Nate. It's something important. specifically because the note said to keep it confidential. So she probably was just like, I'm just gonna go early, see if he's there, talk it out real quick, and then go.
Exactly. That's a fair point.
I think that's the mindset that she had. However, I think even though it's something confidential, you could probably still be like, "Hey, I need to do something real quick, but I'll be there."
Yeah, or you could say, "Hey, I'm gonna like meet Nate. He has something to talk to me about." Because then, like right now, Hunter thinks that she is actually interested in him.
Where's
Yeah.
all right.
You good, Neville? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
Everyone's quiet now.
We're not.
Yeah, that's true. I never
I'm
shut
still
up.
here. I've always been here.
I've been known to never shut up.
No, that's okay. Me neither.
So yeah, no, we see even more the misunderstandings, and knowing that he's not feeling well already because of the side effects of not transforming, this probably is not making anything any better.
Oh no, not at all. Nope. And especially how he's like, so she is with Nate, which again, Fallon's manipulation of the situation just has made it more clear
evil genius.
And made it more beautiful too. Like, what's it called? It just proved her point that much more. And he's just like, but why? What are they doing here? And because Caroline didn't say anything, it looks a little bit suspicious.
He doesn't immediately jump to, oh, she's cheating on me. It's not until they have this moment with the rock, which I think it's probably that he doesn't see that he's holding the rock and just thinks that she's like that he's just touching her face and having a tender romantic moment.
I think it's one of those situations where like a leaf will fall on a character and like the other character will wipe it away, but they are so close to the outside person, it looks like they're kissing. And
yes.
With because he's in pain right now. We don't know how much, but he's at least in discomfort. And once you're in discomfort, like kind of all your senses kind of go.
Well, if you're in pain, everything is suddenly so much worse.
Exactly.
It's a lot harder to be positive and optimistic when. Yeah, exactly.
When you're questioning things.
To be fair, I got that. I did get that,
Yeah.
Like, to me, it looks like, from Hunter's point of view, he's touching her face.
Exactly.
And they're looking at each other romantically on the beach under the moonlight.
Wait, no. Sorry.
We have to keep in mind, this is at 1 a.m, so it's also dark.
That's true.
In fact, I think it's kind of surprising we're able to see each other at all.
I'm sorry. At first, I was looking at the panel, like, when Nate is saying, look at that. It's the exact shade of your eyes, which is also extremely cute. What?
Okay, that's actually really sweet. But at least but at the same time, like, obviously it's a romantic gesture, but it also is kind of friendly as well.
Exactly, because look, he in the next breath, he's like, you should hold on to it for design inspiration.
Yeah,
so
I really appreciate him for keeping. I appreciate that he keeps his feelings in check.
Exactly. Like, look at this boy. My heart hurts for him. And
well, it's okay. This means he's yours. Or Elsa's. We still need to decide the victor there one day.
I'm pretty confident, but okay.
I know. I'm going to be fair to Elsa, though. We need to see both sides, to accurately judge.
100%. I feel bad that she panicked about not finishing the fanfic. Okay.
Yeah, no rush. We're all good.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty confident in my feelings and convictions, and as the president of the Nate fan club. Yeah. Anyway, so speaking of the panel, at first, when I first looked at it, I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. Hunter wouldn't be able to think that he's touching his face. You know how in the first panel when it's slightly blurry, but then as soon as you go down and you see his face, then you see Nate's hand like closer, which it was probably kind of a motion shock. A motion shot. Sorry, shock. What? It's definitely a shock for Hunter. But so it was probably him putting it closer to her eye to kind of compare the colors.
Well, we see that from Nate's point of view. He's just holding it up kind of near her eye level to be like, yeah, it's the same color as your eyes. Exactly.
So at first I thought, oh no, wait, that's way too far for him to misunderstand. And then next panel proved my point.
There's
wrong.
There's too much at play here. For one, the distance. You know about the thing where like the farther away you go, the distance kind of dilates space, so to say. So like there, when you're really close to something, you can see the minute distance between things, but the farther away you are, you can't distinguish that as well.
Exactly. You know what?
So,
it's like
we already know he's pretty far away. But besides that, it's also nighttime.
It's
the
3Ds.
So, like, you can't clearly see.
It's the 3Ds, Akari. It's
oh no.
And guys, it's distance.
I just want to say, Neville's the one who put that there.
Okay, the 3Ds are, it's distance, it's darkness. Neville!
For the love of all that's holy, get your mind out of the gutter.
Why are you laughing?
I think because you're saying the 3Ds.
Stop it!
Neville!
No, but I don't get it. But okay.
He's being inappropriate.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, it's distance.
Get your mind out of the gutter, man.
And it's deterioration over here. Because again, the pain mixed with other things, mixed with the distance,
darkness, and
deterioration.
Disease.
Deterioration.
Stop. Actually, if you think about it, it's 4Ds. I hate you so much, Neville. So it's in darkness, disease, and destruct. Because Fallon planted the idea of distrust in his head.
Oh my god, yes!
Neville, for the love of all that's holy, calm down!
Are you okay? Neville, please breathe.
Go to the washroom.
Breathe.
Calm down. Not funny.
Okay, so we got 4Ds. It's not 3D, it's 4D.
Oh my gosh, calm down.
Neville, are you okay?
Do you just want to take a moment, mute yourself, get it all out, and then come back?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
You don't sound like you're. You don't sound like you're fine, Neville. I'm a little worried.
Neville's
okay. It's the price of being the weird uncle.
I'm actually a little worried.
I'm not even going to say it anymore. I don't want to trigger it again. Being no.
He's fine. He's being.
No, it's
Neville.
okay. We love Neville. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay, so with that we are at the end of episode 7, 1 a.m. And we see, hey, look, this fan art looks familiar, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Where?
At the end of the chapter.
Oh, let me see.
It's the same one that was posted by. Oh, who posted it the other day? Was it you, Oracle, or was it Rika? I think it was one of you two.
It's Rika's. Commission's open one.
And of course, we talk about this as soon as Rika poofs. Dang.
I know, right? She
Rip in
disappears. And we even tried to summon Ventus for her. Too bad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dive into the comments real quick and look real quick and see if there's any good comments.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good one from Sushi Cat 46. Orion is freaking adorable.
Well, they're not wrong about that.
So we got another one from Sack of Potatoes. Hunters probably all like, you go for 2 seconds, and you're trying to woo somebody.
Oh my god, Rika came back. Rika, you missed Ventus. We were just commenting.
Yeah, the fan art at the end of the chapter.
With the commissions.
Or not at the end of the chapter, at the end of the episode.
Yeah, in the end of the episode. Yippers. So yeah.
So Hannibal 13 says, "Come on, guys, you're smarter than this, Hunter. Who told you to go looking instead of calling? Pay attention."
Wow, that's some serious shade right there.
Kaivu says, "Miscommunication."
Oh, we gotta love those.
So got one from Lily Loves Cherries Uwu that says, "The little kitty is so cute."
I know, right? She's adorbs.
Oh, so I don't know if I should read this person's name. I'll do it anyways just to give proper credit. Bottom bitch boy says
What?
Says, "Your eyes look like this rock. Ah, yes, so romantic."
I mean, it's a really pretty rock in his defense.
I mean, it is a pretty rock. Okay, that's all the lovely comments that we've got for this one. Next, we go to episode 8, Hunter's Present. Oh boy.
Oh no.
And this is another one that had to be censored. Yay!
Yay!
We love that. We love that. Oh yes, we're in the final episode and we're almost 3 hours in. Amazing.
Okay, let's do this.
We pick up with, well, rip. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We pick up with the.
I love how Orion has the first comment in this one.
Well, rip.
OMG, always blaming me.
They're being awfully romantic.
Not always. Sometimes it's Neville's fault. I'm joking.
Okay, I'm right here.
I know, I'm joking.
Side note, I think it's really cute that Caroline's like, "Oh, you're right. Good idea." So like the spelling is extremely cute.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say, Orion is so not helping at this moment.
Nope.
Just like, well, rest in peace. They're being awfully romantic, and then he's like looks at Hunter all confused. Oh boy.
It's like, baby kitty, you're making everything worse.
And then immediately you cut back to Caroline like, "Oh, you're right. Good idea."
Was that a Jamaican accent? Or...
No.
Since when was Caroline Jamaican?
I didn't say Caroline was Jamaican. Where
did you get Jamaican from?
I sort of heard that when you said, like, "Oh, that does sound very pretty." Oh, wait, that...
Is that Jamaican?
No, that's Scottish.
Okay.
Because we're saying it because the spelling, when she says
Neville...
"Oh, you're right."
Neville being here just adds so much. I love it. No, but she does this thing. "Oh, you're right. Good idea." idea. Good idea.
Exactly.
I'm a Mario.
Well, no, look
Now
at the
you sound
spelling.
like Danish.
What? You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking.
Hey, Danishes are lovely things. Okay, so then she's like, "Oh, I better go. I'm already running late." And Nate's like, "Yeah, I'll call it a night too." Which again, we don't know 100% the time, which I wish we did so we could make a timeline. MJ.
Can I just say, Caroline's pajamas are fire.
Yes. You
Like,
know, everybody's
wow.
preoccupied with her pig shoes, like her pig slippers, but like her PJ, her bow is so freaking cute.
Can I also just say, what a talented girl. Like, she designed this little pouch and made it.
Yeah, she's precious. Like I
Like-
pulled all my savings together for his favorite cologne, and I made the pouch for it myself. Like, so creative and so adorable.
How much is this cologne, though? Like, dang.
Well, she's still a high school student, right? So, like, we don't know if she had a part-time job or if she had to get, like, what are they called? You know when parents give you money for doing chores?
Can I also just say the full body look of Caroline in this next panel is just yes.
She also looks thick.
So cute. Oh yeah, look at those amazing muscles.
Oh, jeez, not this again.
I'm sorry.
You just had to bring that
Neville.
up. And they called me the weird uncle.
I'm just saying she looks awfully muscular, like a tennis player should.
And
Yeah,
can we
might have had that. I sort of. Yeah.
You change your mind, Devil? Do you change your mind? Do you change your mind?
I regret saying that.
Whoa. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
I mean,
allowance. Thank you, Ghost. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I never had one, so. But for one
because
thing,
like that hair movement, I don't think we were talking about hair movement. We got
No, the hair movement is beautiful in this shot.
Yeah, the hair movement is beautiful.
And then my soul is immediately crushed right on, likewise as Caroline is putting her foot upon Nate's head, so also are my feelings crushed when I look upon him.
I was just about to start talking about Nate's facial expression here. Like, again, the wind, the hair movement is beautiful, but the expression is pain.
He's so sad.
And look, look,
my soul.
He says freaking bye. Or he thinks bye in the most heart and soul crushing moment. And I'm like, no.
It's okay.
Like, I both love and hate this moment because you get to see that expression on him, but at the same time I hate it because you get to see that expression on him.
It's sad. He loves her, but she eats out.
Yeah.
Which, like it's understandable because they are dating, so, like, can't blame her.
Exactly, right? Like, she's only thinking about her boyfriend. It's like, poor baby. I want to give him a hug.
Yeah. And then we go to Hunter also being emo, but on a bench.
Yep. The sadness in this chapter, in this episode, it totally shows why it's all blue. Like, I know
on the bench? Yeah, true. That's really cool. I didn't notice it either.
I always love the hearts in the text, by the way, though. Like, even though it's a soul-crushing thing, the text is so cute.
Oh
Like the
yeah,
font style.
I feel so bad for Hunter at this moment because he's like, I knew I shouldn't have come, which is so sad because literally last chapter you do see like they're like, oh, you changed your mind about regretting coming or something like that, and it's like, oh no, oh, because they kind of had to talk him into it. It seems like what I imagine is like they did this thing about the trip, and at first he was probably like, heck yeah, that's awesome, I'm so in, and then Orion was like, yo, no, that's probably not a good idea, and then Hunter was like, no, and then they had to kind of convince him to come along anyways, and now he's sitting here like, I knew I shouldn't have.
This is a bad idea.
The emotional roller coaster.
Freaking internet, I am back. Don't worry, I got you.
We didn't do
we
anything
recorded.
horrendous while you were gone. Pinky promise.
Honestly, we just talked about how soul and heart crushing Nate's expression was, to be honest.
I made this amazing observation of in the full body shot of Caroline. She's literally standing on Nate's head, crushing his skull with her pig foot.
And slightly teasing Neville again with her
Oh,
thunder
come
thighs.
on, man. Come on, guys. Really? Really?
No,
Come on, man.
I'm just telling her
Yes, the running
what
shot.
she missed.
Is this because
I'm not taking a shot at you, Neville.
No, that was
telling her what
my
she
job,
missed.
and I already accomplished what I set out to do.
You have, yes.
I'm just saying she got some thighs, and they look quite muscular. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah,
moving
but
on.
what about her arms or shoulders, though? Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, great. Fuck up, Neville.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Okay.
You're gonna open up another gate if you're not careful.
Yes, exactly, Rika.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
I like how in this moment Orion is like, okay, my boy is clearly upset now. Let me try and give him some comfort.
Exactly. And
that's what a kitten should do. I like.
Come on, Hunter, let's go back
Yes,
to the room
all
for a good
kittens
night's
should
sleep.
vocally speak to their owners and say, it's not that bad. Let's just go eat some food.
Well, maybe not. Yeah?
FTR remote driver open. You were sitting on it, remember?
Did I leave it in the garage or?
I don't know where.
Shit.
Maybe up in your room? You think it's up in your room?
I'll look for it when I get back. I gotta get going.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Oops, forgot to turn off my mic.
Are you okay, man?
I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're good.
So, this is appropriate for this time of year. Hunter likes pecan pie.
Yeah.
I ate pecan pie right before coming on this call.
Oh, really? That's ironic.
It was good.
Oh, Fallon's nickname for a hunter makes me kind of cringe a bit with the
Hey, Paul.
hunty.
What's the matter? I don't think
and
Fallon
then-
actually sounds like that, but imagine the soul crushing.
And then Hunter's solemn, like, you were right. You know, Caroline stood me up tonight to be with Nate on the beach. I just saw him. Like, almost no emotion because he just feels so crushed and sad.
Yes, and then this girl, she takes full advantage of the opportunity and is like, well, why don't you come to my cabana then? I'll give you your present and we can talk all about it. And I'm just like, you little bitch.
You instrument of farming.
You farming tool. Oh my goodness. I love how Orion always prioritizes food.
Yeah. Can we eat this?
Even now,
It's
in the
such
midst
cat
of,
behavior.
in the midst of depression and going to seek comfort, it's just like, can we get food on the way?
Exactly. And then here we go. It's the scene that we were also talking about before. With,
I cannot believe this had to be censored. This? She's already got a blanket covering her. What is the problem?
Exactly. Webtoon has
implied nudity is apparently an issue. Which is absolutely ridiculous because I know for a fact that there are plenty of other webcomics that get away with so much worse.
Yes! Yes! Thank you for saying that.
It gives me a headache. It just actually gives me a headache.
Like
I know, right? What problem is that?
This is somehow a problem.
Yeah, it ruffles my feathers. Just,
There's also plenty of other comics as well that are more explicit about the characters having sex as well. So I'm like, what is the problem here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Exactly.
I literally don't even understand.
For sure.
Love comes to mind.
Like, Webtoon just can't appreciate this beautiful artwork.
I don't understand why it's even a problem. I really don't. It does not make sense to me. But whatever, we're gonna move past it.
Yeah. So let's see. Gah! You said Caroline was going
No,
to be
like literally, Luff has like the exact same thing, and yet they're featured. And whatever.
What is Luff?
It was a featured series that just ended.
Oh.
Like literally, there are several. It's whatever. It's whatever. We're gonna move past this. We're just gonna say it's really unfair, but whatever. We can't say anything.
Okay. Right now I have it on my phone, so I can't screenshot it anymore because I didn't want the recording to be full of clicks. Because my computer sound is very sensitive right now, and I want to avoid like the whole recording being full of clicks because I'm like fumbling here.
You know what's interesting to me though. Now I'm moving past it now. So the Alley Cat has officially made it onto TV, in rumor at least. Yeah, you know what's crazy as well is that technically speaking, you didn't even really like censor the part that would be a quote unquote problem. You just added 2 little sleeves, and that's it.
Like literally, there's not even a butt. You don't even see her butt.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. I can't even say anything. You know what? I literally have nothing I can even say about this other than it's just kind of ridiculous.
Disappointments.
You have to imply a shirt is there for some reason. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but we can't obviously.
Like, that's so sad that you can't do it the way you want to, like, or they remove the episode. Like, what?
It's
you even applied that this was going to be a more mature episode.
We know it's unfair, but it's okay. We're just going to move past it. Okay. So Alley Cat has made it onto a TV report. The mysterious hero of Silverport. I'm guessing at this point they don't know that he goes by the Alley Cat. Nope. Which makes sense. He's only been doing it for a couple of weeks. He's probably barely even been seen.
Yep.
But we get the knocks at the door, and Sutton's like, ah!
Yeah, it's just like,
Which is,
I thought he should be with Hunter tonight. And then, look, Robin's confidence when she's she is.
I'm surprised that he's the one. Like, I'm surprised that there's any panic at all. Like, did he think that them doing what they were doing was a secret? Because it didn't seem like it would.
Well, okay, Robin doesn't panic because she's queen.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he's a little bit embarrassed, like, to be found kind of like in an unclothed state. Because this is
okay, but like MJ brings up a good point. Just saying.
With that one line. And again, she looks beautiful with her hair up. And then
Our queen.
Poor Care Bear.
I'm just laughing at Sutton putting on pants on top of his already existing pants or underwear.
Oh, I have to go back and read that because I'm looking at the Tapas
It makes
version.
more sense for him to be panicking if he's putting on his first pair of pants, but
Censorship
anyway,
sucks.
so Robin opens the door and we have a depressed Care Bear. Wait, that's not how that works. A depressed Care Bear? I don't think that's licensed merchant. Oh, well, wait, no, it's just Grumpy Bear. The Grumpy Bear.
Yeah, there was a Grumpy Bear. I just remembered.
Oh, no, Caroline's Grumpy Bear.
No!
And Grumpy Bear was the same shade of blue! Actually, I don't know if it's the exact same, but close enough.
No, I think it's a little darker. Like, it's a darker blue.
I need to look this up now. Is Grumpy Bear the same shade of blue? Let me see. Grumpy Bear. Oh, he's actually kind of light blue.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. He's a bit... Well, okay. He's more blue as opposed to this, which is kind of a purpley blue.
Yeah. I think it depends on the screenshots. Because sometimes these animations aren't consistent either.
Also, there's a lot of different iterations of Care Bears, apparently. So, like, there's one here that actually kind of looks like the color, and then there's another one that's, like, more of a teal color, then there's another one that's kind of sky blue. But for the most part, they all seem to be kind of a light indigo-esque kind of color.
Yeah.
But a really light indigo color.
Let me see Hunter. Really nice landscape. And we know what's coming up next with Fallon.
Oh no, Fallon. Knock, knock, knock. Here's the thought.
Open the doors to the gates of hell.
Just saying, this scene was also better with the with the original as well. It's not
beautiful.
I hate the pants. The pants, I just can't. No, the pants ruin it. I don't.
Like, honestly, she's so much more beautiful in the original. Like, look at her.
Wait, you know what's crazy as well is that there has to be extra sensory. Like, you can debate that, maybe the legs are going too far, but they asked for extra censoring over her covered chest as well. I just, no.
But apparently bikini scenes are fine in some webtoons.
The pants, well, I guess they're not really pants, they're kind of shorts, but like, same difference. I'm still upset.
Indeed.
I just, like, it's not the same, and it makes me sad. I'm like, because, like, the effect is so much more impactful when you notice that she's just straight up wearing lingerie. But then with all of this extra stuff on top of it, it's like, I can reasonably see that being pajamas for someone.
Yeah.
They're like sexy pajamas, but like it's not the same effect as straight up just seeing her wearing lingerie.
Yeah, that's more the embarrassing part because
Oh yeah, Fallon looks gorgeous in these panels. Even with her pants,
We can all agree that Fallon may be a scheming B-word, but she's a bombshell. She's a gorgeous boss bombshell schemer.
Oh yeah. Fallon has got a good figure, which she's a model. We already been knew that.
Yeah.
But like, dang.
Which I kind of wondered, like, if maybe that's where Hunter and her modeling and acting career kind of started, because they're kind of in the similar industry.
Well, I imagine that's probably a good indicator, because we find out later, obviously, that he's becomes friends with Bailey, and he met Bailey through work as well. So exactly. I could believe it.
Yeah, it does feel that they're longer.
At least to me, it's implied that they met through work. Obviously, we don't really know, but it seems implied to me that they met through work.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you saying?
For Fallon and him, I do feel like it's in kind of older friendship. Like, not as old as Sutton, but like, yeah. I feel like they knew each other like elementary or high school. Again, yeah. Like we said, before Caroline, but it's also different. Like, I feel like one or the other got each other into the industry.
Mm-hmm.
While, like, Bailey probably met Hunter in the industry. And that's also a nice kind of different connections into all these relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not all the same, like girl meets boy and won't become like romantic interest in them, right?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dive into the comments now, because we're basically at the end of this. And from here, we only technically have about half of another chapter, probably not even half, and then we're all done with Blue.
Yeah, it's only a little bit part where Robin is comforting Caroline.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think we can do that next time in the beginning.
I think this could be a good stopping place for today. I mean, we've already been going on for about 3 hours anyway, so.
More like 4 hours.
All right. Has it been? Wait, no. It started at. It started at 1. Hold up. Has it actually been?
Oh no! Wait. Sorry.
No. It's almost been 3 hours.
Yeah. Right. Okay. It's been 3 hours. My bad. I looked at the time and it's 4:49, and like my head was just like 4 hours.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, so I'll go ahead and end this by pulling out some comments real quick. We start with Amelia Walter, who says, "What the?" That's it.
That's a very short comment.
Yeah, and then followed up by Hannibal 13, who says, "For a superhero, he sure is stupid." I don't think he's stupid. I think he was just manipulated.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit naive, but at the same time, he's more trusting to Fallon. So it makes sense why.
I think people give Hunter an especially hard time in this chapter, because we follow up with Dagger Queen, who says, "This guy's a dumbass. Like, really? You're going to go into another girl's room when you got a girlfriend? You have to understand, he's not going there to do anything except be sad."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not like he planned for any of this stuff to happen.
No. Like, he was just upset, he was sad, and like, he just wanted to kind of vent to her about his emotional baggage at the moment, because he literally can't go to anyone else.
Oh no, here's one person, literally random person. Their name is random with like some kind of emoji in the middle. Person says, "Hey man, don't get mad.
well, you have a whole woman in your room. Who's at fault here? And to which I will love to remind people, he's not at fault. This is This is not Hunter's fault. This is because of Fallon setting him up and manipulating him and Caroline and Nate into the situation.
Exactly. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's true. Exactly.
Yeah, it just really makes it worse because it's almost like Fallon kind of turned the readers against Hunter too, because like everybody's blaming him.
Hunter got a lot of hate in this chapter, which is kind of upsetting because it's not like and again, this is the same thing that we've brought up several times now, where readers get frustrated because they know more than the characters know.
Exactly, and I will say he gets more hate later when they actually are doing the deed and he's talking.
Yeah, this is just kind of the beginning of the storm that's coming.
Yeah, and like this is really where the Hunter hate kind of starts. I was going to say stops and starts at the same time. It did not end well.
Yeah, because I think prior to this point, everyone was okay with Hunter, and they liked Hunter.
And they
never liked Fallon. No one ever liked Fallon.
No.
And you know what? That's okay.
That is okay.
But like people were on board. I will say the only thing that I can say is that people were a little hard on Hunter because because of last chapter, they thought with the lemon thing, people got the wrong idea.
That part was so fun. It was absurd and funny at the same time because everyone in the comments were like, he drugged her. He put a rape drug in her. And we're all just like, A, it's a lemon, and B, it's in his own glass.
Yeah, people were wilding a little bit with that one. But like, I don't know, people seem to jump on board giving Hunter unnecessary hate a lot quicker than a lot of other characters, we'll say. Because you don't see anybody going in the comments talking about, oh, Nate's awful talking to Hunter's girlfriend like that.
Yeah, well, Nate does get a lot of hate. Again, that's a little undeserved.
In more recent chapters, I think.
Afterwards, though, like when they find them doing the deed.
Oh yeah, because they're like he didn't tell them about the drug in the wine. Like it's supposed to be obvious that he knows. We don't know. He 100%. Probably was suspicious that something happened, but again, there's a lot of things that you can interpret. People give a lot of these characters a much harder time than they deserve, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I really do feel bad for both Hunter and even for Nate after that situation because, again, they all assumed that, he knew he got drugged, he knew something was wrong, but he didn't tell Caroline. And it's just like, he doesn't have solid proof for one thing. And B, he doesn't even know, because again, this is a drug that nobody else knows about. An 18-year-old kid studying to be a cop is not going to know off the bat that this wine is drugged.
Well, even then, it's not like in school you get a crash course on how to tell if wine is spiked, right?
Yeah.
He's probably just sniffing it to see if he can detect any kind of smell off of it that's different from. Exactly. But again, there are drugs that don't have smells.
Yeah.
So
it's not like Nate freaking had nail polish that turns color from the drug, Yeah,
I mean, just because he wants to be a police officer in the future doesn't mean that he is currently equipped to handle that kind of investigation.
Exactly, Akari.
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that again when we cover it, which should be next chapter. If it's not the red chapter, it's the kind of seafoamy green one that comes after it.
Yeah. No, it's the red chapter. I remember.
I just wanted to make sure, because I suspected that it was next chapter, but I know that the seafoam green one kind of cuts off, or that red cuts off kind of around that point, so I wasn't certain.
Because the red chapter, I think it's right at the bottom of the red chapter, because the red chapter is when they find them doing the deed.
Yeah, I just starkly remember cat ears being seafoam green.
Yeah, that's the next chapter. I remember because Nate looks really good in red.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I have an interesting comment.
Okay.
Which I will say right now is not well liked. But I want to read it to you guys anyways as a bit of a talking point. Okay. This one is from Miraxis Serena. Okay. Who says, but doesn't he still love Caroline? Like, to immediately assume the worst and then go to some other girl who you have no feelings for? At least, I'm assuming he's got no feelings for Fallon. But it's like he's not even trying to verify what happened between Nate and Caroline and is going straight to Fallon. So does he even like Caroline? Or rather, does he have feelings for Fallon anyway, and this became some excuse to go to her?
That's an interesting theory.
It is... And that's what we've established that he doesn't go to Fallon with bad intentions. Yeah. But I do think it's an interesting thing that we can talk about.
Indeed. Because I think that's very important because it's just...
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, keep on going, please.
Well, I think the key point in this is that the idea is that we're applying our feelings about the matters without taking the characters' feelings into consideration. Because if we're being completely honest with ourselves, imagine ourselves in Hunter's shoes. We see our significant other on the beach at night looking romantic with somebody that you know for a fact has a crush on your significant other. And you see this. And you know you're supposed to be on a date, like, right then. Like, tell me how likely you are to go and run up to that person and be like, "What the heck are you doing?" and stuff. This person
you would be crushed. You'd probably be so sad at the moment. You don't know what to believe, and that's why you need time to kind of think it out. Eventually talk to them, but all this stuff happens in a whirlwind.
Yeah, exactly. MJ brings up a good point. But like, even besides that, there are some people who are confrontational like that, but there are also a lot of people who aren't, and that's really important to remember as well here.
Yeah, we don't know if Hunter is the type to be aggressive in that situation or not be aggressive. Like, he also probably doesn't want to scare her because, again, like, when anger takes hold of you, it could kind of turn into ugly. And like, again, with everything being mixed with the feline instincts, with how much he's hurt already, he's not in the right mindset.
This is like the equivalent of having this happen to you while you're hungover and also simultaneously sick.
Exactly.
On top. So if you're already feeling like crap and you see something like that, you're not in the right state to go and just be like, I can't believe you would do this. And as we've already established, it's not like he can go talk to Sutton or Robin about this because they're busy on having their good time.
Yeah,
the only other person who is even left in this situation is Fallon.
Yep.
And at this point in time, she's considered a trustworthy person because she just told Hunter, hey, by the way, something shady's going on, maybe go check it out. And then he sees this and it basically confirms that what she says is correct. So to him, Fallon is the only person who's even trustworthy at this moment as well, on top of being I'm not saying that Sutton isn't trustworthy, but he's busy. So on top of being available, she's also being seen as trustworthy because what she said is true in his eyes.
in his eyes, she's the only one actually on his side at the moment that's not busy, and
Yes.
who will listen to him,
And who's not doing the act.
Yeah, like she's literally like, oh, let's come over, let's have some pecan pie, and we can talk about it, and like,
yeah. She's like, besides, I have a present for you. You're just gonna come over here, relax, chill with me. We're gonna have a good time. You're gonna forget all about it. We can address all of this tomorrow when you're in a better state of mind.
exactly.
When we're all in a better state of mind.
Exactly.
That is the impression that she is giving him, even though we know as readers that that is not true.
Yeah, and that to somebody right now who's in such a vulnerable state is like paradise at the moment. He's like, yes, I just need to breathe. I just need to sit down and just relax and have somebody there with me. Because, okay, yes, Orion is with him, but like, she's not going to be able to make everything better, right? Especially because she's a completely different species. We don't know much about her. Like, we don't know if she'll be able to relate to him or not. But Fallon would be able to relate to him as someone close to him, who knows Caroline, who has quote unquote noticed.
Well, no matter how you look at it, Hunter just straight up has known Fallon longer than Orion.
Yes. 100%.
You know, they've only known each other for a couple of weeks at this point, and we don't know how long Hunter has known Fallon, but it's been at least a year.
At least minimum, I would say, at least like 4 years again. I don't know why. I keep on thinking like 4 or 5 years minimum.
I personally think it's much longer than that, but it has to have been at least a year. At least a year.
Agreed. He knows Fallon for quite a long time, and nobody can tell me otherwise. And again, that's another piece to her vicious puzzle over here.
Yeah, no, she thought about all of this very cleanly.
Mm-hmm. Because she also knows him so well, and
she also knows Nate and Caroline really well.
Yeah,
you know,
because she was able to play their moves like, she's Caroline's completely going to fall over.
Exploiting their friendship and Nate's crush.
Yeah, she's a very smart and deadly cookie.
Well, she's a businesswoman, as we know. Based on later chapters, she's very much a businesswoman.
Very true.
You know, and it makes sense that this would be drilled into her, not only underhanded tactics, but also how business works because of her family being Rose Corp.
Exactly.
So I think it makes perfect sense that she would be so strategic to come up with all of this.
Yep.
So I think it makes perfect sense. And it really sucks that people blame Hunter for this.
Yeah, it is really heartbreaking. Because everyone's like, what are you doing, Hunter? He's so dumb.
Hunter, like, you're so stupid. It's so obviously a trap. And I'm sitting here like, well, actually, it's not so obviously a trap.
Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
was Fallon's plan completely flawless? No. Frankly, the notes thing could have...
The handwriting is what bothers me the most.
It could have been handled a bit better on her part. But at the same time, you know, it worked. So
yeah,
it worked. So what can I even really say?
Exactly. There's actually a comment of, what's it called? Let's see, this guy's a dumbass, like, really, you gonna go in another girl's room when you got a girlfriend? No.
Yeah, I read that one, and I was like, oh boy.
Wait a minute. There's one right... Hold on. Oh, I must have passed it. Oopsie. Oh, okay. So, Dimash Deer said, like, why is everyone so stupid? Wrong answers. But, wrong names. but they said like Fallon knows all the details when she invites him over at the night while he's in a relationship, and those two didn't even question the notes. Are they 13 or something? And exactly what we've been talking about the whole time.
You know something that I just thought of. Another aspect could be because they were drinking and they might be a little tipsy. They might not have even noticed that the handwriting and note was suspicious in that way.
That
You know, actually, now that I think about it, it makes total sense now.
Oh,
you know,
because there was also a close-up on the drinks.
When you're inebriated, like, even if you're tipsy, you're not going to see things the same way.
Yeah.
You know?
And there was a straight-up close-up of the drinks, I think, in the...
Like, they clearly drink a lot. So, like...
The other one, there was quite a number of glasses, and we don't know what
there
kind
are
of alcohol
6 of them, but even then... Like, they're probably at least a little...
At least a little
groggy.
tipsy. At least
so, you know,
a little bit tipsy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that before, but that would explain, perhaps, why they didn't suspect the notes at all.
Yeah, at first I was thinking it maybe could have been just not a thought. Like, again, the handwriting still bothers me.
Yeah,
but I mean... beautiful writing. But you know what? That may also be a turning point in the story, too. Because if Fallon ever writes anything like that again, and most people's handwriting don't change, like, too drastically in the years. So, unless it's somehow turned drastic with her drug use and whatnot, I kind of hope that Caroline will end up comparing the writing styles at one point. Obviously, she probably doesn't have the notes, but
it's been 4 years after this, and she still hasn't questioned it. I don't know if she ever will.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, like, I kind of feel like, you know how we mentioned last episode with the heart necklace that she probably has a box. I kind of wonder if she ever did, you know, keep one of the notes, whether it be
I don't know. I don't know if she would.
She probably wouldn't. It doesn't sound like something.
Well, because my thought is if she did keep one of the notes, she's in her right state of mind when she sees the first note. Mm-hmm. So if she kept the second note, I don't know why she would even keep the first note, frankly speaking. But like, if she kept the second note, at some point when she's not under the influence of alcohol, she'd be able to look and be like, that's Fallon's handwriting.
Exactly.
So I don't think she did keep the note. I doubt it.
100%. I'm sorry, I keep on saying 100%, but I just can't find other words to say I agree with you totally and utterly.
No, it's all good. But yeah, with that, it's been 3 hours plus, and we're done.
And that was technically one of the shortest episodes. Like,
it's short, yeah.
Yeah, like, compared to the yellow one, there was, I think, at least one more than, like, this one. So, it's kind of funny how we're just, like, nitpicking and everything.
But it's interesting because this blue chapter is so much more heavily loaded, I feel like. Because this is when stuff starts to happen. This is the turning point that defines the entire rest of the series.
Yes, exactly. Because this is when all the shit starts.
Piles upon piles upon piles of misunderstandings.
Yep.
People are like, this is when they just talk to each other. And it's like, what would they even talk about?
This is the ocean of feels. And it's just like...
yeah, no. Perfect.
Exactly. It had to be done.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around for the past 3 hours.
I mean, honestly, you guys are just rocks, and that's a good way. Like,
and for anybody who's listening to this after the fact, oh my gosh. you could have gone and watched a movie, or maybe even 2 in some cases, but you chose to sit here and listen to us ramble for like 3 hours. That's amazing.
Oh, this is gonna be fun to edit, though.
Once again, huge shout out to Oracle for being comment mediator.
Oh,
And
thank you.
hugest shout out to MJ for even making this story. Oh yes, and recording. Oracle also is doing the recording. And MJ for being super amazing at story writing and drawing.
Yes, without you, none of this would be a thing.
Another huge shout out to Neville for being weird.
Neville's gone.
I know, but it's funny.
Wait, we need to put... Okay, Neville, we love you. Because he needs to know. We tease him a lot.
We love Neville. We make fun, but it's out of friendship and camaraderie, not out of maliciousness.
No, of course not. Because everyone here is
actually
special.
I think everyone just loves each other here, I think.
Neville, I love guys too.
I was about to say I love guys too, but then he edited to say I love you guys too. Oh, he deleted it. Oh no.
That timing.
I'm just gonna say.
Oh my god. We have this on tape.
That's true. Oh no, don't be sad. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was another wonderful 3 hours spending time. But yes, it's been 3 hours as well, so I'm going to free you all. Thank you so much for coming. We'll schedule another one soon-ish.
Yep. And it's gonna be fun, and we have a meme to go with it.
Oh yeah. What? We're gonna get more memes, I swear.
We should do a meme for like every discussion, I feel.
We'll summarize the chapter experience through memes. Honestly, that sounds really fun.
I love that. Oh my god.
Well, everyone flood the meme channel if you have something fun that you wanna say about the chapters this week. Blue chapter sad.
Bring the memes.
I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that you can use based on this chapter. So many misunderstandings. Everyone knows misunderstandings make for amazing meme material.
Amazing plot.
Oh heck yeah. So we're gonna head out for now. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time, whenever that will be. We'll announce it eventually.
Yes. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. We'll be here next week. Or next week.
Alright. I'm gonna head off. We'll see you guys later.
Okay. Bye.